Hello and welcome to unMadeGaming, guys. It is Tuesday, and that means the Curse of Strahd. We are back yet again to venture in Barovia and see what these guys can get themselves up to. And what you guys didn't see in chat, because I made it stop happening, was Frags in his Halloween costume. And it was great. Maybe you'll see it in the future. Who knows? Who knows? But you know who does know? Frag knows. Frags, who are you? What are you doing here? And who are you playing tonight?
I'm here because it's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
I like being around. It helps validate me as a person. I sometimes mod. I hang around the internet, and I will be playing Toddrick, who is a dwarf druidish kind of nature wizard person.
Now, are you sure you're playing Toddrick?
I think I'm.
Your name sounds like it's not sure. Am I Toddrick?
Toddrick?
Someone who's definitely maybe playing Toddrick. Bitters, who are you? What are you doing here? And why are you transposable with Frags?
Yeah, I'm Mr. Bitters, and I hate everything, and that's probably why I'm transposable with Frags.
Fair.
I don't think there's much that he likes either. But we do like each other, and I play Stewart Gibbs. We're bros, heterosexual life mates.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes we share an erection, but
And a bed.
these things happen.
And a lady.
I lost my train of thought because I'm super tired. So
You
next,
were too distracted by the erections.
With that too.
Perfect. Someone who's never distracted by your erections. Madfish, who are you? What are you doing here? And who are you playing today?
I don't know how to respond to that.
That's okay. No one else does anyway.
Alright.
It's the weirdest segue I've ever heard.
I'm not even sorry about it.
I wouldn't expect anything else from you. I am Madfish. I do stuff on the internet, and I hang out. And I'm playing Thorne, Black Talon, who is a metal barbarian.
I mean, she's a Dragonborn barbarian, but...
Dragonborn, she's super metal.
Super metal.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how she's going to deal with what's coming up, but let's see.
Oh, you guys are so fucked. And you guys will notice in chat that tonight we are sponsored by GameList.com/unMadeGaming. That's because one Auntie Nanny, one Insomniacs Inc. is not here today due to some familial obligations. So instead, it will be played by a black window with the GameList symbol on it. And if you guys want to interact with the show, you guys can subscribe, you guys can retweet, you guys can follow, and you guys can hit that donate button and donate for all kinds of cool 5e related things. And with that out of the way, and without further ado, previously on Curse of Strahd. Barely recovered and facing down an enraged druid with her corrupted Vine Blade companions, the members of the Order of Ash and Bone fought for their lives, barely making it out. And with renewed determination, the group began to scour the winery for any sign of these fetid druids polluting the premises. Making their way to the basement, they encountered another druid, seemingly in hiding, but as Thorne approached, the trap was sprung, and as a concussive blast of force, the druid and his thorn blade sprang into action, firing dagger-sharp thorns into the party, while the druid fought from a distance. With Stewart and Toddrick falling to its corrupt control of nature, the druid stole back the Goliath staff and attempted to flee. But Thorne, in a fit of blind fury, caught up with him, severing his torso from his lower half. Returning to Davian Mardikov, the owner of the winery, it was revealed that the Druids, as well as the mysterious witch named Baba Lesaga, had made off with some valuable seeds that would render the vineyard useless without them. Agreeing to send the last shipment of wine to Valaki, the Mardikov family invited the group to stay for dinner, as they exchanged tales of their travels in Barovia. And that is where you guys are currently. And because Kit and Rick decided to subscribe with Twitch Prime, you guys all start the game off with one advantage. So you guys are all gathered around the dinner table with the entire Mardikov family and a very tired Auntie Nanny. What are you guys doing?
She's probably trying her hardest to be polite, but very difficult.
I can imagine.
She is extremely awkward. So she would probably eat as much as she was allowed, and then pull back into a corner somewhere.
No one stops you from eating. So it's up to you to decide when you've had enough.
Yeah.
Which is probably the hardest challenge for Thorne thus far in Barovia.
Because she did get taught about manners, and you
Mhm.
don't eat all of the food. You have to leave some for other people. That's really hard.
That's fair.
But she'll do it.
Toddrick, you awoke.
Word
Here's
of our
some interesting
community's
news.
acclaim spreads.
You were laying in bed. Stewart Gibbs left with a small erection and stumbled out of the room to go eat. You were still there. What are you doing?
Small's right. At the moment, Toddrick is completely woke, and he will probably come out, take a seat at the table, maybe kind of gauge Thorne's reaction as he reaches for a piece of meat, and he takes it. And I guess he's gonna,
Watches him the entire time, which doesn't stop him.
yeah, he's gonna just chew on it.
Just salivating, watching him take it.
Gonna chew on it as, where's the guy? Where's he at? Where's the man?
The man... Which one?
The guy that gets the guy. According to this thing, it's just the three of us and a ghost nanny in this room here.
No, it's the three of you, and yeah, that's because I don't have tokens for everybody. It's the
Oh.
three of you and the entire Mardikoff family.
Oh, okay, never mind. Well then, yeah, never mind.
Pick a guy.
Yeah, pick a guy. The guy that the main guy, the one that said he saw the elk thing.
Davian Mardikoff.
Davian.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
the elderly guy with the large staff.
Yeah, he was the main guy we talked to at the beginning, correct?
Mhm.
Yeah. How close to being done with this, like, dinner hangout sesh are we? Did it just get started, or we?
Yeah, you guys were woken up like maybe at most midway through the dinner with the clanking of cups and plates and forks.
Okay. I'm gonna ask him if he'd like to step into my office real quick.
He kind of cocks his head to the side, like a little twitchy, and he says, "You'd like me to step into your office?"
Just for a minute, I just want to have a little chit chat with you, if you don't mind.
Do you mean my bedroom?
Tomato, potato, whatever. Come on. And he's holding the door open like.
He grabs his staff and
makes dad noises the whole time.
he is old.
Yeah.
You did see his old ass being all old. But he gets up from the table and walks over to his bedroom with you and steps inside the door.
Toddrick's gonna close the door and ask him, do you care to elaborate on the elk situation from last game previously? From earlier?
What about it? I said the wizard can turn into an elk.
Yes, and about that, what does the wizard look like? You know, in case we come across this wizard and it's not an elk, per se.
When I met her, she was, I don't know, about yay tall. He puts his hand out. Not dwarf height. And he says, and she had black hair, I guess, and a stern face. It was years ago. I don't remember quite well. Why do you know this elk wizard?
No, I'm just seeing if you happen to come across her and she was not in elk form. I would like to know how to identify her, but I think I've got what I need. You said she was, and he's gonna like put his hand up. Yeah, tall. Yeah.
And he reaches his staff. He reaches like the head of his staff and sort of picks it up and sort of jabs at you with it. Think like creepy Jafar in the prison. He's jabbing him with a stick. He says, "What about ravens, boy? I asked you before, and you were lying."
I don't know what you mean. Lying about what?
I'm thinking you do know what I mean.
I'm not a raven, if that's what you're asking.
Well, I know you're not a raven, but you stink of one.
Well, yeah, we just fought a bunch of druids, and I'm sure they sleep with their nasty things.
No, we do.
Oh, that's right. That's okay. Dad? No,
Are you my dad?
Are you my daddy?
Bye, Toddrick. Hope you find your dad.
Okie dokie. Well, I mean, I've had my run-ins with a raven or two. I don't know what that has to do with anything, really. It's just going to be real aloof. And
Did you have your run-ins with one, or did you know one intimately?
I mean, intimately, it's kind of a fetch. I mean, they weren't really a raven, I don't think. I hope not. Why are you asking so many weird questions? What are you getting at?
Well, you seem to be taking quite an interest in this elk woman. So I'm taking an interest in you, boy.
Well, I mean, you're the only big raven people around, right?
No.
No, okie dokie. Where might I find other raven people, if you don't mind?
Well, there's my son
He's a raven man.
in Valaki. There's
Guess that makes
the
sense.
entire family here. And there is another one. One who I haven't seen in a good many years.
Is that right? Okay, well, that's nice to hear. I'm not sure why you're telling me that. What does he look like, baby?
Well, he looked like me, but much younger when I saw him last. This was many years ago. My brother.
All right, so he was a raven person like you. He wasn't just a change into anything kind of person.
Right.
You know, just all right, okay. Neat. Toddrick's being real because he's realizing that these people aren't like, they're not dwarves, they're not druids, they're were-raven people, so he's gonna assume that this is not part of what he's looking for.
He sort of leans into you and he says, "You smell of raven, and you ask too many questions about an elk. Too many to be convenient."
And he's gonna lean into the guy and smell him and well, you smell like embalming cream and fermented wine. I'm just curious. I'm a book, so I like to know about things. It's just, just part of my nature.
And he like puts his staff down, dunk, and then like straightens his back and my brother asked a lot of questions about a wizard once. And then he fell in love with her, and I hadn't seen him since. But you must know nothing about that. And he begins to walk back towards the door.
Toddrick's gonna have this moment that maybe I'm just a really short human. Maybe I'm not a dwarf. Maybe that's the thing.
Not adopted, just a short human. Man, you went to college.
The only logical answer.
The only person who went to school here. Maybe I'm just a tiny human and not a dwarf.
Yeah.
Well, he's not a druid.
Oh, he's a dirt wizard, so.
He's gonna. Well, hold on. Can I at least get a name, perhaps?
Of the wizard.
Yes.
Of the two wizards?
I don't know. It might help me. Maybe not. Maybe I just kind of help a dwarf out, please.
The NBC quickly looks in your character backstory and realizes you didn't give your parents names, and makes one up on the spot.
Yep, that's exactly what I was going to do.
Yeah. What was your father's name, Toddrick?
Rick Todd. No.
Rick Todd Celaror. Nailed it.
Ravi, I guess.
Sure.
I'm gonna go with an Indian name. Maybe. Why not?
That's what he tells you. Ravi Martin.
Enjoy your stay.
That's good. And I'm trying to think if I want to remember my parents' names or not. Yeah, he's just gonna kind of. Well, okay. And then he's gonna ask the female, the wizard, the elk, please.
You want her name as well?
Yeah.
I don't recall. Everyone seems to call her the Red Wizard now.
Dun dun dun. Ooh.
Bum,
Well,
bum, bum.
I appreciate the information. Yeah, okay. And he's just gonna kind of sit down on the bed.
And contemplate his
hello.
life choices.
Yeah, alone.
Yeah, he nods to you and says, "Well, I'm glad you know nothing of these people." Dunk, dunk, dunk. He begins to walk out with his cane.
Oh man, it's like a movie. I just feel like I should be going. Wait,
But wait,
let me
That's
spill
my-
my.
that's
Let
my
me spill
dad.
my. That's my dad.
I think you're my uncle,
Yeah.
my uncle grandfather. So Thorne and Stewart, you see this elderly man creak through the door, dunk, dunk, back across the dinner room floor. Anyone that's perceptive and paying attention through the door, probably just Stewart, sees a confused Toddrick sitting on the edge of the bed, kicking his tiny human legs as the old man walks back to his seat.
How's Toddrick dressed now? Like,
Well, he was
Well-
nude, wearing your tabard. So, did you take your tabard back when you walked away with your erection?
no. I mean, if he still needed it, he had it. But
Yeah. I think he needs it.
Yeah, I feel like I have. I feel like I'm shirtless, but now I'm wearing it like a towel, like when you get out of the shower. And I just have like my leather pouch across me and like a little leather belt
Toga it up.
with the satchels and stuff. Yeah, but I'm completely shirtless.
Yep.
like Stewart's witnessing this situation across the table, and he's eating this terrible stew that was prepared. He looks her over at like Nanny, and then back at Thorne. Like, well, I guess Toddy's just into elderly people now.
This is his life now.
I hate you.
He's in various states of undress, and an old man leaves the room. Yeah, so you guys are at the two of you are at dinner, enjoying the meal. There's a decent stew made with what's left of some wine, non-poisoned wine. and what's left of the meat, the salted meat that Thorne handed back over because she ate all the meat in the house. The rest of the family talks, relatively excitedly to have their winery back, and you guys are free to do whatever you'd like. Davian Mardukov gave you all hints as to where he thought the card reading was leading Auntie Nanny. You guys were privy to that as well, in case you wanted to go and search for these alleged items that may help you defeat the Devil Strahd. But other than that, he says in the morning he'll send the cart, he'll send the caravan with you guys to escort back to Vallaki, and you guys can do with it what you want.
Like I am interested in the items, but I don't know that much about them. It's the thing, Nanny hasn't said all that much to me, so...
Well, you were sitting at the table when Auntie Nanny was discussing what the cards were, what the readings were, and he was giving references to what they might be.
Right.
I believe she had asked, let me double check here, she had asked about the thief card, which said, what you seek lies at the crossroad of life and death among the buried dead. And he referenced there are several crossroads throughout the roads in Barovia, one of which has a graveyard and a hangman's noose in it, and that could be one of the places. He says the other, it says, look for a den of wolves in the hills overlooking a mountain lake. The treasure belongs to Mother Night. There is a Lake Barovia. Right outside of Vallaki. Basically, that's a huge lake right outside of Vallaki that is up against a mountain. That could be where that is. Also, they just recently had a wolf head festival where they killed a bunch of wolves, so there could be wolves in the area. That could be related to that. She asked about a faceless god that awaits at the end of a long and winding road deep in the mountains. He says he wasn't sure about that one. That could be any mountain range here. And then the broken one, the greatest ally will be a wizard whose mind is broken but spells are strong, and he said this could be the Red Wizard.
Okay.
Or actually, he said this could be a wizard that roams around Mount Baratok and who has been seen transforming into an elk.
Okay.
And that's when Toddrick got all weird.
Yeah. So, if we need to go to Vallaki to bring the wine back, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, what do you guys think about, like, we bring it back to the town and then we go look in the mountain lake thing? We maybe, because it's on the way. What is that? What do you want to do?
She's not suggesting going after the dragon, so we should probably indulge her this once.
Are you talking to yourself because Toddrick's in the other room?
Yes, apparently, because I totally forgot. He probably does, leans over and starts talking, realizes
That, no, he's leaning over to an empty chair.
You know how usually when I'm here, there's another guy right down here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Whoopsies.
It's okay.
Right. Yeah.
I mean...
Toddrick set up this wine deal, so... Yeah, we should go collect on that. And...
Actually, Thorne set it up. Which is even better.
Yeah, apparently Stewart, his brush with death just took his brains.
Took his brains out. Yeah. Thorne volunteered for work, and then volunteered the rest of you for work as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's gonna reach over and kind of pat him on the head a little bit. It's okay.
Yeah, as long as Toddy and Nanny and everybody's in, we'll be fine.
Yes, I'm in.
So Nanny, tell us a little story in extended detail.
I'm too tired for that. I'm old. Oh.
So let's go to bed and then can go early, and then we can go town, and then we can get him some clothes, please.
He'd probably like that, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Toddrick's gonna come out of the room as she's saying that. Do I make you uncomfortable?
No,
Oh,
Like-
my stars!
but you make me not hungry, and I don't like that.
Hey, he's gonna look at Stewart. It works on more than mammals, apparently.
He looks kind of like something smells bad.
I feel like of all the things in that little book you're always writing, and this is one of those things that should be in there.
And then never repeat it again. So, Toddrick, you are afforded the opportunity to eat some of this food. However, the Mardikovs are always in the room while you're eating. Not just you, they're just always in this room. And then you guys are free to discuss with them anything you would like to, and then retire to your slumber, if that's what you want to do.
I am curious about this seed thing.
You're curious about the sleep thing, is that what you said?
Something with a seed.
About a she?
Seed.
Oh, seed. Sorry. Yes, you were speaking to one of the Mardukov boys, the older boy, and he had mentioned to you that there was a seed roughly this big that the vineyard had. One was stolen by the dirty-ass Druids of Berez Hill, and the other was stolen by a witch named Baba Lasaiga.
Okay. And do we know where these people are?
You do. Well, I mean, you know what they told you, and they told you they are often seen in the following locations. Hold on. They are often seen. Well, the Druids of Berez Hill is a hill nearby. I'm sorry, Yester Hill. And the Baba Lasaiga is in a ruined village that used to be known as Berez.
Okay, hang on. Sorry. Baba Lasaiga from where?
Berez.
Berez. Okay.
And the Druids of Yester Hill.
Yes. Okay.
So if I were...
Is any of that in our, like, do we have a map of the area?
You don't, actually.
Nope. Okay, can I ask if they have one, or...
Sure. Yeah, he can provide you a map. I mean, they travel. This is the one winery in the whole land. So they have maps. They have a handful of maps.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll do this for you guys. Just
So, like,
that-
one we can, she needs to write on it, so...
Yeah. Yep. He'll give you your own map.
She's got one of those big fat crayons,
I wouldn't imagine anything less.
because, the little ones are too hard for her to hold.
Oh, goddamn.
They're big claws. It's really hard to write.
There we go.
Yeah, so she just like to mark all of the places that we have to go on it.
Yeah. So you should be able to see the map now on screen there.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. You guys are currently here. Let me
Okay.
shift for you. Whoop. Right over there.
All right. Can
So just so you get your reference point, this is Velaki, right here. This is the windmill you saw and avoided.
okay.
This is the winery here. And that's pretty much it. He does tell you that Berez Hill, in fact, he points out his map, that Berez Hill is right here.
Okay.
Pretty close by. And I'm sorry, that's Yester Hill. I keep confusing those names. Yester Hill. And Berez is right here. The ruins of Berez are right here.
Okay, so that one's a little out of the way.
Yeah.
But we could go get the druids. right
You could
now.
go get the druids. Also, the crossroads that he mentioned might be what you're talking about are all the way back over here.
I can't. I must not be zoomed out enough. Oh, there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're not gonna worry about that for now.
Yeah.
You guys maybe want to go kill some druids first. We can do that. I mean,
Yeah, you know what? All of a sudden, I don't care. Let's go kill some druids. It's on the way, right?
Toddrick, are you sad about something?
kind
No,
of.
he was apprehensive because he thought his parents were druids, and now he realizes they're just weird things and whatever. Fuck it, druids are garbage now. He's a self-hating druid.
This is self-hating druid. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay.
I mean, I have apprehensions, but yeah, whatever. If Toddy wants to blow off some steam,
Blow
and
up
it
some
doesn't
druids.
involve, having sex with an elderly person, I'm in.
So is he. Either way.
Stop saying that. I don't like him that old.
That guy is so old.
Old elks. Old crows. Whatever. So you guys are planning to head towards Yesterhill?
Is that what you guys want to do? Do you want to do that, or should we go right to town and then come back?
Well, I mean, I guess if we just leave these druids this close by, they're just going to come back and do this crap again. So,
But real quick, are we taking the wine with us to go fight the druids, or are we gonna leave the wine, fight the druids, come back, grab the wine, and then go?
Leave it here,
Okay.
because we got to come back this way anyway.
Yeah, I just wanted to establish that before we get there. And Mike's like, the druids poison all the wine. And we're like, shit.
fair.
What?
Oh yeah, that's no, would never do something.
I didn't think of such a thing.
Roll me a
What?
perception check. Oh, you failed. Well, the druids climb up behind the cart that you're pulling the wine in and shit in it. God damn it, Mike.
they poison your heart.
They have, clearly.
Yeah, the druids are all Strahd. Turns out. So you guys are going in the exact opposite of the adventure that I planned? Cool, that's great. Let me go
Nailed
ahead,
it.
Let me go ahead and pull that up.
My favorite part was that you asked, and we still did it.
I did. That's the best part. Is I asked earlier today, hey, what are you guys doing? And you're like, oh, we're going back to town. I was like, all right, cool. And then the first thing you did was go not to town. You went the opposite
You know
direction.
I didn't know on the map. It's more efficient.
Yeah, sure.
You know why? Because
Legit-
fuck you,
Had I
Mike.
known
That's why.
that, I would have said I would have made the same suggestion.
Yeah.
Uh,
Logistically, for walking wise, this makes much more sense.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm not going to justify it. Just fuck you, Mike.
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, so you guys go to sleep. Your night is uneventful. Toddrick, roll me a constitution.
Oh, right. That thing. That's nothing to worry about.
Okay. You have a fitful night's sleep of bad dreams of elks and ravens. You can decide what that means. And then you guys wake. You guys are fully rested. You guys are fully healed, and you guys are fully level 4. That sounds like a number I said.
Yeah, Thorne wakes up feeling a little muscles a little bigger. I think
Yeah,
feeling a little.
feeling super swole.
She's gonna make sure she go outside and do her morning workout.
You know what, I wish there was an easier way to move the player strip to different maps.
You can. I don't know. Yes.
There's an easier way. It's called not having 1,000 maps on the top of your screen.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like there's 1,000 freaking maps in this thing, and like You go from one end of the screen to the other end of the screen with these goddamn maps.
Yeah, it's frustrating that the ribbon doesn't roll with it.
No, and if you try to use left and right, I don't even know where the fucking map is right now. There we go. Cool. Nailed it, sort of. There we go. You guys are now on the map of Yesterhill. So do you walk there, I assume? You don't, like, ride Toddrick?
No, I'm mad at him right now.
Okay, because he likes old people and you're not old enough for him?
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah. I'd be with you, man. You guys are bros. And
I got thank you for being a friend zoned.
Yeah. That's real rough.
I really feel like the end of this game is gonna end weird for me and Bitters. I keep feeling like we're getting pigeonholed into doing some stuff.
I mean, you did it yourselves.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. We keep kind of doing it to ourselves.
Yeah.
Nothing on your part. I'm just saying we just keep just digging this shovel from separate ends, and we're about to meet.
Touch tips, so to speak.
So
Yeah. Rick knows.
Gross. So you guys approach on foot towards Yesterhill. What are you guys doing? How are you approaching?
I would probably suggest that we try at least and be quiet. Look around.
See what's up. Druids are sneaky.
You say racistly towards Toddrick.
Word of our community's acclaim spreads.
So where we're coming from?
You guys are coming from this area here.
Well, it's a little hard for me to be sneaky. So,
Yep. There's literally a path from the winery to this place.
So
Look.
I'm just gonna march in there and start chopping.
Okay.
Maybe they can be reasoned with. Just say it.
Sure.
Okay, so
We
you
could-
you go ahead of me, and if you don't make it work, then I start chopping.
That's a viable strategy.
Oh wait, you were suggesting I talk to them. That's probably a bad idea.
It's worked so
Ooh.
well before.
I get filled with this rage, and I just
All right.
I won't.
All right. You don't have to keep making up excuses. You guys just hide and be ready. Because this might not go how we want it to.
Druids are my jam.
I can't hide.
And I guess Toddrick's gonna start walking on up the hill.
Cool.
And we're looking for a seed, right? We're looking for.
Yeah, well, you know the Druids took the seed. The seed is roughly the size of a large pine cone, and that's all you've been told about the seed.
And it's called the name of it though. There's a name. Some form of the seed.
Nope, they just told you that their seed was missing.
Oh, there's seed.
They
Okay.
didn't give you a name.
I thought I don't know why I thought that was.
However, the trail through the thick woods leads to a hill covered with dead grass and cairns of black rock. Dark, ominous clouds gather high above, and a single bolt of lightning strikes the hilltop. West of the hill, the land, the woods, and the sky vanish beneath a towering wall of this creepy fog that's been pervading the area. You see that the trail climbs the hillside and splits, forming what you assume to be concentric rings around. They kind of split up, and it goes around as like a layer, like a tiered hilltop. That's what you see from where you are. Do you proceed?
I think, excuse me. I think Stewart wouldn't let Toddrick go this alone.
Mm-hmm.
You just be ready, Thorne. You and Nanny hang back. I'll stick with him. I'll just make sure they don't think he's defenseless.
Okay.
You guys are welcome to drag your player tokens out onto the field and put them wherever you want to die. Put them wherever you want.
Yes, that.
You're very, very tiny.
I'm so small.
This is. I'm going to zoom in forever, and so we can see how small you are in real life. It's the most annoying map ever when they're just real tiny. It's terrible. Toddrick, how do you do it every time? Drag the character sheet onto the field.
Click on
Somehow you drag a picture every time. I don't know how you do it. Yes. So you guys are all in the area walking up. Are you just proceeding forward?
I am following
I'm gonna
Toddrick's
hang
lead.
back. Yeah, I'm gonna hang back a little bit.
Okay.
But, like, just maybe 20 feet behind them.
Okay. And Toddrick, since you're leading the way, where are you walking? Are you walking straight up this hill? Or are you examining these black rock cairns, or what are you doing? Are you going to unmute first and then try again?
Sure. I'll probably, just kind of keep an eye on them, like look at them while I'm passing them up as I'm walking straight up the hill.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you just begin walking up the hill. You see, as you begin walking up, that the road does split around and sort of, arc around the hill. You begin to proceed forward until you get to the top of the hill, unless you want to stop before that.
Can I just do a perception check on
Sure,
those?
you absolutely can.
Word of our community's acclaim spreads.
Ooh.
Ooh, an 11 perception. You... What can you see from way back there? I don't think you can see anything from right where you are. You see... That's what you see. You see nothing. There are no druids here. At least there don't appear to be.
Well, there might not be people. They might be bats. Again.
They could be bats as well.
I would about around here or so.
Yep.
I'm just gonna walk down this little path and take a gander at what this thing is. What this little white thing.
You gonna take a little gander at what that is? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So,
what's this little deal here?
the dirt trail runs along two concentric rings of cairns that encircle the hillside. Each cairn is a 10-foot high mound of slimy black rocks. You would know. Actually, roll me a history or religion.
Okay. Let's see.
A history? Okay. So you know that common druidic practice, as far as you know, is that druids are buried in barrow dens, which is essentially a hobbit hole. But other races cremate their dead, they bury their dead, and some races make burial cairns. And this is a burial cairn, you would assume, which is basically a massive mound of stone which houses the remains of the dead.
I look back at Stewart. Okay, so you remember all those zombies, right?
I mean, yes.
The ones at the church, right? You know how they came up out of the graves and everything?
Oh, for fuck's sakes, are these graves?
Well, no, just imagine if they did that, but they could also turn into bears.
You have stone cunning?
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Okay, so you actually have a 17 on history with stone.
Oh, I didn't know these were stone. I thought they were like little trees. I'm sorry.
No, they're black rocks. Slimy black rocks.
You totally said they were.
I did that. I did say those words.
Looking at them, I thought and being druids, I assumed that they buried their dead with like a tree on top.
Yeah, you would assume that. You'd also assume that these are old. These are like ancient stone cairns, and they haven't been disturbed for years. You would venture to guess centuries.
Is this like one of those things you read in a book? Zombie bear people?
I'm just saying, like, whoever was put in the ground here, they were put here a long time ago. None of these are fresh. This is really old.
Are old zombies more or less dangerous?
Well, I mean, I figured with less sinew and less meat, it'd be mostly bones. So probably less dangerous.
Oh well, hell, let's go then. I'm not.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Skeleton bear people.
Yeah, skeleton bears, so no big deal. Let's go. And I'm gonna come back and I'm just gonna. Now these cairns don't have like names and stuff on them. It's just
No, they do not. They are just piles of rocks.
piles. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yep. Do you continue around the hill, or do you proceed back to the main path and walk up the hill?
I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna ask Stewart, since he is the watchman, the military, what he thinks tactically. Should we go around the outside, or should we go straight at the middle?
Well, Mike, how defensible does the top of this position or this hill look?
Make me a perception check.
All right. Remember how to find my tabs.
Is it a 13? So you can see at the top of the hill that there is a small rock wall or like a circle of stones. It's not very high. It might protect your shins, but you know that hills are more defensible than that. You know that the top of a hill is more defensible than the bottom of a hill, especially if you have ranged weaponry, which you don't.
No.
I mean, you have Toddrick.
Yeah.
And even then, I don't think he has any either. He can make some flowers.
Well, if there's anybody up there, they know we're coming.
If there was anyone up there, they would probably you'd know they would probably know that you're up there.
And if we stay down below, we've got the poor ground. So I say we take the top, and then we figure out what's going on.
Alrighty, that's fine by me, and we're gonna go.
Suddenly, Stewart gives the investigator as a battlefield commander.
Yep.
The tactician.
Thorne, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Thorne, you hear a whisper, like behind your ear, and it says in a voice that only you can hear, "Long have I waited for one who is worthy. My spear hungers for blood. Retrieve it and rule these mountains in my stead, just like the mighty warriors from the early days of the Whispering Wall."
That sounds pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Thorne's got the strangest boner.
Yeah. She's never had this sort of feeling before.
Where is it?
Did you just ask where is it? Oh, perfect. And almost as if in response to you, you feel a pull coming from behind you towards one of the cairns. You feel a pull in a westerly direction.
Okay.
In
She'll
a general this way direction.
just be
We gotta go over there, and then she'll just start.
Sure. As you get closer and closer, do any of you follow or even hear her?
I'm gonna look at Stewart. So do we let the killing machine go off on its own, or do we follow it?
Let the kill. Oh, for fuck! This plan was simple. It was real simple, and Nanny could have helped her.
Yeah, I think she's been pretty comatose since we woke up.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me the details of what you did. Fine, we'll go follow Thor.
Yeah, Nanny's been real weird since since you guys came to the winery. She's been weird, and the battles yesterday took a toll on her.
Mm-hmm.
You need to go have a little lie down.
Yeah. Yeah, an elderly woman lie down.
No, let's figure out what Thorne's doing, because she's bound to just start throwing her axe around. I don't even know.
Thorne, as you get closer and closer to that cairn, while your friends are still a good distance behind you, you feel... Oh, that's cute, you guys think you're way up there. Thorne, you feel like there is something inside this burial cairn.
Okay.
This one here.
This one, okay. No, these look like they've been purposely stacked.
They sure do.
Okay. So she's just going to start carefully taking it apart.
Okay, yeah, it comes apart easily.
Yep. She's just going to carefully put each stone down so she can try and put them all back where she found them.
Mm-hmm.
She'll just very methodically take the whole thing apart like a Lego castle.
Yeah, you do. And so as you begin like taking stone by stone, these things are like 10 feet high. So as you begin taking stone by stone down, you get to like a few feet down, and you are greeted with the decrepit, open, slack-jawed, like matted hair face of what appears to have been some kind of thick humanoid who is standing upright, completely dead inside of this thing. And as you begin to like look inside, you see that clutched in its arms, or clutched in his hands, is a spear.
She's gonna poke it with her claw first, just to make sure it's real.
Mm-hmm. It's real.
She's gonna look at the guy's face.
Yeah, it is all like slack-jawed and like zombified and dead.
This the one you said, right? This one.
You do not feel any response. You do feel like you're continuously being pulled or pushed towards this.
She'll just take it carefully. She's not gonna like yank it. She's gonna like carefully take the guy's hand. I mean, he's asking her to take it nicely.
Yeah.
Right? She's gonna carefully peel the hand away and try not to break too many bones.
Sure. So Toddrick and Stewart, you guys get to about there as you see Thorne begin to remove stones off of what Toddrick knows to be burial mounds. How do you guys respond to this?
I'm just gonna shake my head and laugh while we walk. Desecrating bodies. It's just kind of become the theme, right? Of what we're doing here.
I'd warn her about zombie skeleton bears, but she'd probably just get encouraged.
I mean, I really hope she's not trying to eat whatever's in there. Maybe she got like a sniff and was like, "Oh, this guy smells good."
Thorne, don't eat that.
Don't eat it.
So you hear behind you, "Don't eat it," as you wrap your scaly hand around this spear. And in fact, this is what the spear looks like, I believe. Hold on. I hate when they do this. Boop. Boop, boop. Save. This is what the spear looks like.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you wrap both hands around this thing, and you begin to like slowly tug it out of the grip of this corpse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. As you begin to slowly tug this out, you're hearing "Don't eat it," and it's sort of like giggles coming from behind you, and you like kind of fight against the rigor mortis grip of this thing, and you free it. A few more rocks tumble to the side. And nothing appears to happen. You have a neat spear.
She's gonna admire it for a little bit, just kind of look at it and, try it out a little bit, and then carefully put it or add it to her back, and she's gonna start putting the stones back.
Okay.
And she'll look at the skeleton guy and go, "Thank you. This thing is awesome." And then she's gonna.
Perfect. So you guys see her rip a spear out from this grave, slide it onto her back somehow, and then begin stacking the stones back on. And everyone, roll me a perception check. Perfect. Toddrick and Stewart, you feel a very subtle rumble in the ground.
Did you feel that?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Oh, fuck.
The answer is going to be yes, apparently. Todrick's gonna put his ear against the ground, maybe?
Sure. So you put your ear against the ground. Stewart, you see him like lay down and try to get some druid sense going on. And you are looking around. Stewart, Toddrick has his head to the ground. The rumbling continues. And Stewart, you're the first one to see the rocks at the top of this cairn and this cairn begin to tumble off the top.
Fucking zombie skeleton bears.
And Todrick's gonna pick his head up.
You see the small pebbles like sort of like skittering down the side of this thing. The whole time, Thorne is pretty much non-responsive as she places more rocks happily back on top of this dead guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna yell for Thorne.
Sure, you do.
And then just tell her, stop doing what you're doing! Stop!
But I have to put it back. If you
I don't think it matters at this point. And he's pointing at the ones that are falling apart.
she's gonna take the spear out.
So you take the spear out, and you now all begin to see that the cairns here... actually, basically, let me see. Do this. These cairns and these three are all rumbling, and rocks are falling off of them.
Oh, okay. She'll hold the spear, but back up towards the other two.
So you're going to back up in like a defensive stance towards these guys?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And as you begin to slowly back away, spear in hand, you see that the larger rocks begin to scatter down, and you see similar like slack-jawed faces of these humanoids. And then the air around you feels very cold as you see mist sort of swirl up around these stone cairns and sort of almost take a humanoid shape as they step out of the cairns, and before you stand 6 ghostly barbarians, all wielding similar spears.
Thorne,
What? The guy told me I could have it.
I am so mad at you right now.
He told me I could have it.
Let's hold on,
He didn't say this
Stuart.
could have it.
Maybe her spear controls them.
I don't know if I'm more or less afraid.
Thorne, tell them to do backflips.
She'll try. She'll wave the sword, the spear at them, and think really hard about them.
About backflips.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or no. Do backflips.
They don't do backflips. However, you can roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Just picture her waving this spear like a magic wand. Just,
Yeah. She's waving it like she's seen you do.
Yeah.
And you hear again, one who is worthy. In a whisper only you can hear.
Okay. Guys. We gotta fight this guy.
I'm so mad at you.
Cracks her knuckles. She's getting ready.
You just see Thorne in the most enjoyment. We have to fight these guys.
Toddrick's just gonna go, hey. Well, at least they're aberrations and not physical. I mean, I think, yeah.
You're talking to a man who was possessed. Fuck you.
It's true. He was possessed, and he's died several times. He could be a ghost now. You're not sure. Either way, guys, click on your tokens and roll initiative.
Do I have to add anything to the spear? Do I just use it like the javelin?
Open up the spear in your character sheet or in your inventory there, and you can see.
Alrighty.
You should have full control over that bad boy.
Okay. Spear.
That is the ultimate Thorne spear.
Yeah. So, what do I have the extra thing on this?
You do not until you have proven yourself worthy. However, the first part works.
The first part works. Ah, okay.
You got
melee.
it.
Okay.
Yep. And it is your turn first. You see this fog just sort of wisp around these cairns and sort of like soak into the bones, and then you see, as if they were humanoid forms, you see them step forward and just phase through the rocks, and you see before you these, translucent bluish gray fog beings that are dressed in leather armor, like straps and harnesses, and each one wields a very similar spear, only their spear is only one-sided. There's only one point to it. And they all down at once with their spears, and they all point towards you.
All right, I'm just fighting with roll 20 to get the spear on my sheet.
Sure.
I think she's gonna look at all of them, and they're gonna, be. She's gonna note that they're all barbarians like her. And she's gonna nod to them and, good fight. And then she's just gonna rage and you're at let's see. Who is closest? Whoever's closest to her. Sorry, which
Yeah, there should be one right in front of you.
this guy right here?
Yep.
Alright. Actually, no, there's this guy right here.
Yes.
So, I'm gonna step in right there.
Sure. To protect your little Toddrick friend.
Yeah. Because he's... Wait, what? What are you doing? Roll 20, what are you doing? What is going on? Where's my sheet?
You breaking everything?
I don't know what happened. My sheet disappeared, and for some reason it says spear in the middle of my screen. And
might have to refresh. In the meantime, just roll your attack manually, and then refresh afterwards. Hey, there you go. A 13 hits.
Ooh.
7.
Oh, I don't know why it did that. Sorry, I just dragged it in. So.
That's okay. 7 piercing damage. Yeah, is that right? Let me double check that spear stat.
Oh, I think it's a D8 if you use it two-handed.
Oh. Okay, so it's a D8 if you're using it. So D6 one-handed, D8 two-handed. Yeah, so are you using it two-handed or one-handed?
Two.
Okay, so either way, 7 damage is what happens. So yeah, you stab at this thing, and you find purchase. Like, it stabs into this this ghost, and it's not like it like forms around the spear. You feel like a solid mass as you jam this spear into this ghostly barbarian, and you deal some damage to it.
Actually, 2 because I'm plus 2 because I'm raging.
Plus 2 because you're 9. Okay, cool. So boop boop ba-doop 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 boop. Cool numbers. Those are great. Yeah. So you just you sink it right into this thing.
Yeah, and then I am going to. Can I push him back, like this way, or would I have to just go?
You could push him back. Do you want to push him down the hill, or do you want to push him towards his allies?
Down the hill.
Okay.
I can see if I can knock him down the hill.
Sure. Yeah. Roll. You know what? You can push him, but I'm gonna do a contested thing to see if you can push him down the hill. So roll me a strength, and I will roll you a dex.
Yeah, I made that so you could.
Oh, that works. Perfect. Never mind. No, you do. You push him 5 feet, and he begins to slip and slide slowly down this hill. He doesn't tumble, but he definitely gets pushed down the hill.
Word of our community's acclaim spreads.
Is that the end of your turn?
It is.
Are you gonna rage, or is that an action?
I was raging. It's
Oh,
bonus.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
started. So.
Cool. Sweet. It is Stewart's turn. Stewart, you see these ghostly apparitions appear and just sort of phase through the stone. You see that Thorne's new spear makes purchase and like solidly hits one of these. You're not sure what to think about that, but you do see that she is making some headway attacking these things.
Yeah, I sure do. This is terrible. Just looking at a thing because I forget things. Okay, so Stewart, I mean, obviously just like leaving isn't an option anymore. Thorne's fighting and she wants to. And so Stewart is gonna, we like accurate like 5 feet per move here.
You're not accurate. If you slide your guy, like each one of these is like 10 feet, I think. So if you slide your guy forward, yeah, that's 5 feet.
Okay.
So each block is 10.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Stewart's getting all up in his business.
You are getting all up in their businesses. Their collective business eye.
He learned a really neat trick from getting killed by a really neat trick.
I don't believe you.
So he's gonna get all up in their business.
Sure.
And drop some thunder wave.
Cool. What's the range on Thunderwave?
15-foot cube, or 15 foot around me.
Centered on self, is that what it is? Actually, you know what? I believe I looked up the rules for Thunderwave. You just have to be the center, like a focal point. So you can do a 15-foot cube in front of you, to the side of you, on you.
Yeah, I'll probably do like. Is there a selection tool for that?
There is a box. Go to objects and tokens. So you want to do it like a general this way motion?
More or less the two that are adjacent to me and the one above.
2 adjacent to you and the 1 above. So you want to go like this way.
Yeah.
Right? Is that what I'm picking up?
That's what I'm putting down.
Cool. So they need to make a Constitution saving throw. So 1, 2, 3. 2 of them make it. So we'll say the furthest one away is the one that explodes out. And he moves how many feet?
10?
10 feet, Jesus.
Oh, I can't remember.
You know what? I'm gonna.
I forgot to do my spells, and then I threw it on it last second.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So he's gonna slide 10 feet down the hill. But he passed a dexterity throw, so he's not like prone and sliding down this thing. He just like gets blown back. And because Wrath just subscribed, that means you guys all gain 1 more advantage. But so do I. So do I. Guys, let's get some hype in the chat for Wrath and that awesome sub that he is doing. Yeah, so that guy gets sort of blown back. The other two withstand your force blast, sort of just like goes through their wispy bodies. They do take some damage, though. They take half damage.
I think I did it wrong.
The Druids were so much better at it. Oh, no. So they take half damage. So those are some numbers. And those are more numbers. Cool. Cool beans. Oh, God damn it. You gotta hit enter. Okay. Toddrick, it is your turn. You are seeing Stewart use some kind of magical forces that you saw the Druids use. You see that that Thorne is smacking around these ghosts. And it is your turn to show everyone what you're made of.
Well. You know what?
No, I don't know what. What are you gonna do?
I don't know that either. Let's see if I can do this right. I want to cast.
I want to break free.
Oh man, I don't know if this is gonna work here.
You got a new spell?
I mean, it's not it's a spell I've had. I just haven't used it yet, and I really don't know if it's even gonna.
What do you get?
I want to use Gust of Wind.
Gust of Wind. A line of strong wind, 60 feet long and 10 feet wide, blasts from a direction you choose. Each creature that starts its turn in the line succeeds on its strength or is blown away. Okay. Where is this line centered?
Well, I was gonna try to hit these two and then this one.
Okay, you can hit a shitload more. That goes 60 feet. So
well, it's 60 feet long, but only 10 feet wide.
Yeah. So you can hit those, and this pretty much just carries all the way down the hill.
Yeah.
So what am I rolling for this? You create this thing, and that's it. Okay, yeah. So you just. What does it look like when you summon a gust of wind out of nothing?
I feel like he's got like his the towel still on, like from Stewart's thing, and he like just stomps on the ground and swings his staff. Just kind of does like a spin with it and stops it. When he stops it, the spin from the staff accumulates into like this, mystic looking wind spiral that just kind of spins, and then jets out.
Forces forward. Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just. And it just sort of emits from you this Avatar-inspired wind blast, and the air. You guys just all see like this wind tunnel effect, just sort of in a column down the hillside, and you can see that the ghosts are affected by this, and they are fighting against it. And on their turn, they will roll strength saving throw. What's your DC?
14.
14? Okay. So I'm going to roll real quick for all three of those. Okay, so we'll say the far back one gets blown 15 feet. So this guy's blown to the bottom of the thing, and he's just fighting against this torrent of air as he's getting knocked further and further down this hill. You and Stewart seem to have a explosion combo, not quite the Thorne Whip combo, but a new one that you've invented just now. However, Thorne, you see this one here take a familiar stance. No, this one here. Ooh, there we go. This one here. Take a familiar stance, and he like stomps on the ground and points his spear down at you, and you just hear as it moves towards you and attacks at you recklessly, just swinging its spear in your direction.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit you?
No.
It does not. Okay, so this thing swinging against you, you're easily able to bat it away with your new spear. You now have advantage on... everyone has advantage on this attacker on their next round. Toddrick, you are going to have one attack of opportunity for you, I think. Actually, you don't. They all move in. These guys surround you, and your little bones shake. Your little tiny human bones shake as they turn and begin to stab. Oh yeah, Stewart, you do have an attack opportunity.
Yeah,
you do.
I'll jump in.
I
on
forgot
that.
you have long range. You can stab the bottom one. A 13 hits.
And that stops him dead because of the sentinel feat too.
Ooh.
Wow.
I believe he was right there, right?
Drops his
Something
He
like
was up one. Yeah.
There you go. That guy you have, and that is 9 damage. Okay, cool. Yeah, so he begins to move forward. You kind of like hamstring him.
No, where are you going now?
And he seems like he's still moving towards Thorne. The other one moves past you. In fact, you're going to get 2 more attack opportunities, so roll those for me, Mr.
Oh, I
Davis.
can only take one. It's reaction.
Oh, that's right. So the other 2 begin to move past you, and they all seem to be coming for Thorne. Thorne, you're going to have 3 more regular attacks on you. 18, a 20, and a 13.
13 misses.
Okay, so you take 9 slashing damage as these things are spearing at you with their spears.
Okay, so let's have to 4.
It would be 2 and 2, yeah, so 4.
Okay.
Yep, it's rounded down. And you have advantage on the top guy.
Suddenly, like, way better with this combat.
You feeling a lot better about this?
Yeah.
Thorne, it is your turn. You are surrounded by ghostly barbarians that are hell-bent on killing you, apparently.
This is the best day.
The best possible outcome for you?
Just bliss. She is in ragey bliss. We're gonna go after the guy I have advantage on.
Sure.
With this.
13 hits.
Why are they rolling so bad?
You're using it two-handed, so 5 damage. Boom. Cool. So you just you nail him with your spear again, and he sort of stumbles. Are you pushing him?
Yeah.
All right. What is that? Roll that thing for me. Oh, it's a strength. It's a strength save. Sorry.
Yeah.
Either way, it still fails. And he is pushed back 5 feet.
Yep. But down the hill. So.
Yep. Back down the hill. Back down to where it was. He stepped into that. Is that it for you?
It is.
Fantastic. Stewart, you are alone with 1 barbarian. You have seemingly tag teamed with Stewart and pushed one entirely down the hill. You see him beginning to charge back up, but he's in a wind tunnel and apparently not smart enough to step to the left. And you see all of them are seemingly attacking Thorne.
Yeah, and they have to spend 2 points of movement for every 1 foot.
Yes, it becomes difficult terrain.
Yeah.
I'd like to point out that Stewart is tag teaming with Stewart now. There is no Toddrick. We're just all Stewart.
They're all just Stewart now.
I think Stewart, the real Stewart, will stand up and then attack this guy he'd attacked before with his glaive.
Sure.
Give him another taste of that. Yeah.
You have 2 advantages.
I'll use one of them. Yeah.
Okay. So that hits. Yeah, the crit hits for sure. So 15 damage to this guy.
And one of these guys who's leaving but is close to Toddrick, he's going to get the back end.
Okay.
Guy off to my right.
Sure.
There
that hits. What's that damage on that back end? What's the back end damage? Cool. So he takes a little. You see him just get sort of butted by the end of your halberd, and he doesn't seem affected by it. He seems to be continuing to attack at Thorne.
Oh, it's a glaive. Jeez.
They're all the same thing. It's a sword stick.
It's my sweet bow staff.
Is that it for you?
Yes.
Toddrick, you are surrounded on all sides by enemies. And a Thorne, who could be an enemy. You're not sure.
It's a fair fight then.
I'm a shillelagh this guy right here.
Okay.
And I need to be on this. And
7 magical. Which one are you doing? The one north or south of you?
South of me.
Okay, you deal 7 damage as you deck this thing. You feel solid purchase as you hit this guy. It doesn't seem to phase through him at all. It just seems to hit and resound. Is that it for you?
No, I'm going to use my bonus action on my gust of wind and aim it this way.
So you're going to aim it north?
I'm going to aim it north.
Okay. So you're trying to blow the other 2 guys away. The ones in front of you. Okay, cool. So you move your force that way. It is their turn, so I'm going to roll their strength checks real quick. That guy super succeeds. That guy does not. So this guy, 15 feet. The other guy stays where he is. This guy is unimpeded now. Right there. He's back in business. This guy is going to move away from you, Stewart. So go ahead and make an attack for opportunity if you'd like.
I'd like, but I'm slow.
Beat a 13. You miss unless you want to use that advantage.
No, it's not worth it. They're going after Thorne.
Okay. He leaves, goes around and goes for Thorne. Thorne, you have one more coming in with Reckless. You hear another from behind you as this one recklessly attacks you with a 24.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Dealing 11 slashing damage. You have advantage on the one south of you.
Okay, so 5.
Yes, so 5. And then you have 3 more regular attacks coming at you for a 22, a 17, and a 22.
Okay.
Okay, so you take 2 damage from the first one, 3 damage, and then 3 damage. So a total of 10 damage from all these ghostly spears that are coming out at you. And you guys, you can clearly see that Thorne is the brunt of all of their attacks. No matter what you guys seem to be doing for them, they are going for her. Thorne, it is your turn. You are completely surrounded again by ghostly barbarians, berserkers.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go for the guy I have advantage on. Again.
Sure.
So, oh, what is
13 still hits. You're rolling low, but you're hitting every time. 8 damage. Okay, so this guy is struck for the first time. You hit him with that spear, and again, it still feels that percussion hitting something solid.
yeah, I'm gonna shove him out.
And you're gonna shove him. That is a strength saving throw. He beats it, and he's just you force him, and you can just see like as you begin to like use your force to shove him forward, you see that it reverberates through his like ghostly chest, and the force just sort of moves through him. He stays where he is. If that's it for you, Thorne, it is Stewart's turn.
So we've been wailing away on these guys for a little while. Are they showing any signs of like
you can roll me a
wavering?
perception check.
Can I?
You can.
Find my sheet?
Actually, you can roll it at disadvantage. So an 11. So as it turns out, you've only fought one ghost before.
Yeah.
And you're not really sure what a damaged ghost looks like.
Fair.
Yeah.
Well, then this southern one, he looks like he opened himself up to attack, and Thorne was hitting from the other side, right?
Mm-hmm. The one that is directly south of Thorne. Yes.
Directly south of Thorne.
Yep. It has. Would have advantage on it, so you can go around him.
Well, yeah. Let's move up there. I mean, usually he's all for protecting Toddrick, but they're not attacking Toddrick.
Yeah.
So
Toddrick seems to be fine.
let's just press the advantage. 20.
Are you pressing advantage? Oh yeah, he has advantage. Yep, you have advantage against him.
Yeah.
So 20 does hit. 11 slashing damage.
And he'll get the back end too. Cause,
Let's have it with advantage. 22 hits. 7 damage. Yeah, you are dealing some damage to this ghost, but it still
Enjoy your
resembles
stay.
a ghost. As far as you can tell, it doesn't seem to be a wavering ghost or anything of the kind. Just a ghost.
Thorne, if you die, I'm going to be even more mad at you.
Whoa,
Try not to.
try not to.
Toddrick, it's your turn. You see Thorne is just repeatedly being speared by these ghosts. What do you want to do? Shockwave everybody?
Yeah, if I had it. He's gonna just kind of like look around, and it's gonna dawn on him that they're not attacking him. And he's gonna look over at Stewart and just kind of casually walk over next to him. Just kind of look at all these guys as they're just staring her down.
Yep, you do casually walk and no one stops you.
And I'm just gonna look at Stewart and be like, so do we just watch? I mean, I don't feel like we're really doing anything.
I mean, watch Thorne die? That seems like a bad idea.
I don't know, man. Look at watch, and he's gonna freaking shillelagh the one in front of him again.
The one in front of you, or the one with advantage?
The one that's right here.
Okay, so you do 23. That hits 6 damage to this guy. Numbers. Yep, and you just and it hits solid surface, and you can see it like sort of shake through him, and you feel like you dealt some damage.
Yeah, they're not even paying attention. And,
No, but that looked good to me.
yeah, it looked good. It felt good. But look at the guy. He's not even crying. He's not holding his bits. He's not doing anything.
They're dead guys.
Yeah, they're dead guys, but still.
So let's re-dead them.
First off, I'm gonna have to get you a dictionary. And you know what? Yeah, with my bonus action, I'm gonna redirect my spray again
Sure.
into no, that's not what I want. To this direction.
So you want to hit the 2 directly in front of you and the 1 to the left of you? Is that your goal?
Yeah.
Okay. You do. And at the start of their turn, which is right now, they'll roll strength attacks. So the one in front of you, the one behind him, the one to the left. So these back 2 are 5, 10, one more. They are blown back. The other one resists. This one moves up unimpeded. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. This one moves up unimpeded. And the 4 of them attack Thorne.
Now, when this guy attacks,
Yep.
Sentinel lets me take a reactionary attack against him.
Okay, so we'll do the first 3 first, and then we'll do that guy last. So Thorne, 16, 14, 19.
19 hits.
Okay, so you take 2 piercing damage, or slashing damage, rather.
Okay.
The other ones all miss you. And the last one attacks Mr. Bitters, or sorry, Stewart Gibbs. Roll me your attack of opportunity on this guy. A 13 hits. 8 slashing damage. Okay. Numbers are hard, guys. And he attacks you for an 11 and misses. Thorne, this was your round. You got almost barely attacked by these guys. And 2 of them got blown away. So that is them. It is back to you, Thorne. You are still more or less surrounded, but your friends and allies have moved around and are trying to get these guys off of you as best they can.
All right. Do I have advantage on these guys?
You do not. No one took a reckless action last turn.
All right. Who have I hit already?
You hit the one, so every single person around you has been damaged.
Okay.
In fact, I think every barbarian has been damaged at some point.
Okay. So this guy here.
Sure, the north guy. 10 does not hit. Unfortunately, a 10 does not hit.
Yeah.
Do you have a bonus attack or a bonus action?
I do not.
Don't level 5 barbarians get multi-attack?
5.
Oh, you're level 4. Shit, that's right. That's right. Yeah, so you just sort of lash out with your spear. This thing sort of like evades it. And you see it like sort of move through the wisp of cloud body. And Stewart, is your turn.
Starting to wonder what you did, but they just keep attacking you. So
The test.
Why did you make me so angry at you?
I think Stewart's just going to keep attacking the guy directly south of Thorne.
Sure.
Burn him down. But no, he's not.
Nope, not with a 9.
Yeah.
But what about the back end? Nope, still not.
Yeah,
Your confidence wavers in the face
Yeah.
of these ghostly barbarians.
it really does.
Mhm.
Okay, so maybe we just fuck off.
Toddrick, you hear, maybe we just fuck off, as it is your turn. And I will remind you guys in chat, you can donate to affect the outcome of battle. Either in my favor or in their favor.
Do they have any ghost pockets or anything?
Are you trying to pick their pockets?
Word of
I mean, if they're not
unmade
paying
claims
attention, I just want to kind of
spreads.
pat them down and trying to see if there's any, not ghost money or anything. It's just like a ghost ID.
Roll me investigation.
Paranormal investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have leather bands on their body. You don't see anything in them. If you'd like to try to take something,
I just want to. I want to know. I want to see if I can. If not that I know these guys because I don't, but I'm just like if there's like any kind of identification.
You know what? If you're trying to do identification, roll me Arcana or History.
I'm gonna use one of my advantages here.
Okay, cool. So you happened to take Auntie Nanny's book, or you read Auntie Nanny's book, The History of Barovia, and you recall in there that there used to be, before Strahd came, before Barovia was settled, there used to be a group of barbarians, a group of berserkers, led by a man named Kavin, who was a ruthless chieftain who lived in the Balinok Mountains, which is what you assume is where you are now. This is like centuries before the arrival of Strahd. Kavin would... he was known to sleep all day and hunted at night, and it was believed that he drank the blood of his prey and lived underground. In battle, he wielded a spear stained with blood. His was the first blood spear, a weapon that drains life from those who kill it, or at least that's what people believed. These guys all appear to be resembling barbarians and berserkers of that time period, and they all wield deadly spears. And you're also in the Balinok Mountains.
Okay, I'm gonna relay that information to Stewart.
Yep.
And pretty much tell him that this is either a test or revenge for touching their stuff.
Or both.
Or both. Or, yeah, I don't know. Actually, he's going to stick with they're probably not happy because he doesn't know that what she heard.
Yeah.
So he's probably just going to say they probably don't like her touching their stuff.
Yep.
He did say. He told me I could take it, and it's a test.
Oh, okay. You are right.
Well, you didn't hear that. Only Thorne heard that.
No, but she
said it out loud.
Oh, right.
I said out loud, he said I could take, and then I said it's a test.
Gotcha. So, Taj, I'll let you have that as a bonus action to recall information.
All right. And, yeah, so I being pretty sure that it's just a test, or not just a test, that they're not going to jack with us, I am going to tap the dude in front of me on the shoulder and just be like, hey, bro.
With some poison spray?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just going
to...
Poison spray is a cone, isn't it?
It is a 10-foot spray. And I believe it is all creatures. So, how are you directing this? Are you just directing it towards that one guy to not hit Thorne?
Yeah.
Okay. It is unaffected by your poison.
Yeah, I figured with the 20 there.
Now you're blowing kisses to dead guys? Like, how old?
How old is too old? Is my question.
Seriously.
Toddrick, that is you.
Yeah,
geez.
the air is still going that way, so that guy's got to make
Yep. Yep. So that guy and the two behind it, because it's a 60-foot cone. So I'll make one strength save for the guy in front of you. He fails and is pushed back to here. The other two, one of them fails, and he is pushed back as well. You see your friends are attempting to help you as best they can, Thorne. However, you are still surrounded by three. The one to your right yells out and slashes down at you with a spear recklessly for a 14.
Miss.
And misses. You have advantage on the guy to your right. The other two just attack you with an 8 and a 12. Both missing. Just stabbing out wildly at you. And you seem to be just getting away from their blows easily now. You seem to be tiring out these ghosts.
She's got a great big smile on her face.
This is the best. She's gonna go after the guy that she has advantage on.
Yep, on the guy on the right.
Okay.
22 hits.
Much better. Oh, come on, really?
That is
That's not great.
unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm not. Someone, I need the dice gods blessing.
You do need the dice god's blessing. This is terrible. Like you roll low to hit and then do moderate damage, or you roll high to hit and do terrible damage. One of the two. One of the two.
I'm just not feeling it today. He can make me the strength save though.
Yep, he can. So boom, strength save. He beats it. He stays where he is, locked in the death throes.
Well, I'm gonna shout angrily at him.
This is my spear. You get away.
Yeah, you said I could have it. She just keeps saying that. He said I could
That's
have
not
it.
my spear. This isn't your spear anymore. Go back to bed. Stewart, it is your turn. You see Thorne is enraged and just getting more and more frustrated. Also angsty.
She does that.
Mm-hmm.
But Stewart kind of thinks, since nobody's attacking him, it'd probably look pretty cool if he just got like back to back with Thorne, and did some glaive acrobatics.
Sure.
So he's gonna give that a shot. Probably swinging like Thorne, duck, and the guy with the advantage.
Yep.
Well, still fucking it up.
Yeah, those miss.
She did not duck fast enough.
Yeah. So you get a little, she's like, what? Because she's enraged and doesn't really understand what you're saying. And then just rounds on you, and you kind of just like over the shoulder and miss terribly. However, you do have the backspin ready to go.
Yeah, no, like this. Oh, Thorne, you're making me look stupid.
And again, like a pool cue, you try to jab past her. She looks confused at you, almost as if you're trying to attack her.
All right, this is not working.
Oh, that was perfect. That couldn't have happened better.
Why do that goes that way?
That couldn't have happened better. Toddrick, your friends are surrounded by barbarians. Stewart keeps trying to go back in there and fight them. You just kind of want to hang out. What are you doing? You want to unmute and then say what you're doing again.
I hate you.
Love you.
Well, since they're only attacking Thorne here, I feel bad. She looks bad.
You do see some blood, some ichor pouring down over her bones.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a step up, and I'm going to touch her to cure wounds. Really, right? That's the only one that keeps doing that.
1d8 plus.
Yeah.
If you can't hit level 1, 1d8 plus your wisdom.
Roll 20 hates healing spells. I don't know why.
Yeah, I would just remove it and re-add it.
Yeah.
Remove the whole spell and re-add it.
Oh, wait, it's wisdom, right?
Yep, 1d8 plus wisdom.
Yep, it went up. +1.
You heal for 6, Thorne.
Dope.
All right.
And then I'm just gonna take another step back. And
Okay.
watch.
Cool. So you do that. You step in, just sort of boop, heal her, and then step out. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. All right. All the barbarians stay where they are and begin to slowly move back towards the fight. The other 3 will attack Thorne. 1, 2, 3. Thorne, you take 9 slashing damage as one of them gets you good. As you're kind of focused on whatever the hell Stewart's doing, seemingly trying to attack you. You're distracted, and the other one spears you underneath some of your bone armor.
I think this one to the south gets my reactionary attack this time.
Sure. That hits.
Oh, finally.
6 damage. Yep. Boop, boop. Done. Cool. Thorne, it is your turn. You felt a little healed, and then you got stabbed, and now you're less healed. You're still surrounded by barbarians that you want to kill.
I really do.
Like the Dickens.
I really do. Okay. Roll good for me. Do I have advantage on any of these guys now?
Not currently.
Okay. Who did
The one to the north of you was the one that critted you.
this guy right here?
Yes. The one directly
Okay.
directly north of you.
Okay, I'm getting that guy. Fuck that guy. Ah!
That hits. 7 weapon damage. So
Why is my D8 rolling worse than my D6?
yeah, you should just switch to one-handed at this point.
I think I will.
That's numbers. Cool. So you spear out this guy. It impacts him. The blade kind of sinks in a little bit to his ghostly form, and it is the end of his turn. And Stewart Gibbs.
I was gonna push him.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry. That's a strength saving throw.
Yeah.
He makes it.
Okay.
And I wasted a nat 20. Stewart Gibbs, make me a strength saving throw.
Oh, right. There's wind here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm fine. It tussles my hair.
Does it? It does. It does tussle your hair. You're fine. You stay still, buffeted by Toddrick's wind tunnel, and you are able to attack.
Show these barbarians how civilized men do it. Yeah, I think the guy to the south. I'll keep whacking him.
Sure.
Whacking in his tool shed.
13 hits.
Yeah.
Oof. There you go.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Peter? Oh,
A 9 does not hit.
what the fuck is... Jeez.
So yeah, you just sort of swing around and clip this guy in like the neck, and you feel it like meat, and then you feel it like just pass through his neck completely, and you do feel some damage hit there. You feel some impact. It doesn't sever his head, but then again, he's a ghost. So
Toddy, I'm feeling real bad about this. Is this worth it?
as he asks you that, Toddrick, it's your turn. Is it worth it? Can you work it?
Something flip it and reverse it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I had a plan, but now I'm not so sure.
Story of my life.
Yeah. I'm going to. I'm gonna cure. I'm like. Go ahead.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna heal Thorne again.
Okay.
Oh, that's
I
not-
believe your healing word is a bonus, right? Which would allow you to attack as well. Granted, it does heal for less, but
But I was gonna do something. Just gonna use my bonus action first, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna delete that. Yeah, and I'll hit her with the healing word.
okay. Healing word. There you go. 8. So you heal for 8. And are you going to attack one of these guys? The one guy you can attack.
I think it's time for you guys to meet a friend of mine.
Oh.
I've seen it.
No. Sorry, Vitters, no. Different friend.
No.
And yeah, Toddrick is going to move up, and he's gonna turn into a monkey.
I thought of a name for your monkey, by the way.
Yeah.
It's orangutan.
Orangutan. No. God dang it.
I was trying to come up with a good Todd monkey name, and that's what I got. It's orangutan.
He's just gonna. As he's walking past. As he's walking past Stewart, he's gonna. I'm tired of all this smoking and just turn into an ape.
All I can think of when you transform is the one scene from Aladdin when they're transforming Apu into different animal forms.
Yeah.
He becomes a monkey. So you become this massive ape, this orangutan, and that ends your turn.
Yeah.
Berserkers are going to make. Actually, that's not a concentration spell. You can still concentrate through that. So these guys are going to stay in their wind tunnel. However, just so you know, you walked into your own wind tunnel.
Oh, I honestly I did that. I thought the concentration was broken once.
Nope,
I
it
changed
stays
into,
even though you're a thing. That does not break concentration. Only
Okay.
other
Well,
concentration spells do.
He could stop
Yeah,
concentrating.
you
on
can
it
stop.
If he wanted,
you can
right?
actively stop
Yeah.
concentrating on it.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I guess that was my thing is that I figured that I stopped concentrating whenever I went to animal form, but
Okay.
I got you.
If you want
No,
to,
I-
let me know. If not, then
Yeah, I'll do it on my next turn. I'll make a save. I'm not gonna
Okay.
work on that.
So these guys are going to roll strength. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this guy gets blown backwards. The other two are relatively fine. They begin to move up.
As that first guy who moved gets into my range, I'll do a reactionary attack on
Sure.
him.
Actually, you react to hit the guy?
That was previous.
Okay.
After before my previous attack. Yeah.
Gotcha. Then 15 hits. 11 damage. Hot diggity dog. Cool. So you just quickly lance out this guy as you see him out of your periffs coming at you.
I don't have periffs. I'm not hip enough to have periffs.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Thorne, you have 3 coming at you. The first one, the north one, rages out, and he's going to attack with advantage with a 21. The other one deals a 7 and a 19. So you will take... Yikes. So 15, that's 7 damage, and then the 4 is 2 damage. You take 9 total damage.
Okay.
And you have advantage on the one to the north of you.
Okay. I will go after that guy. Because, yeah.
24 hits. Are you doing one-handed?
Yes.
Okay.
That's better.
6 damage to this guy as you you connect with the same one again. And you're going to push him, I assume, right? So let's see his strength.
Yeah.
He moves
Nice.
5 feet. Toddrick, Stewart, you feel as though the same... You saw that every one time they yell, they seem to leave themselves open to attack. However, you did see this one get pushed away from you. You know that it'll be easier to hit this guy. However, he is further away. You have to step into combat.
Well, I do have that reach.
Also
but
roll
I'm gonna,
strength.
yeah.
What's your saving throw, Toddrick?
14.
Is it a 14?
Yeah, I think I've got an advantage to burn.
Do you?
I
Yeah,
think
you do have 1 left.
I think it's about time because I'm sick of looking like a chump.
Sure. So you stay where you are, and you are able to attack that other berserker with your long range.
Yeah.
And
Pretty sure you
advantage
called
on
him.
both
You
attacks.
called him Toddrick also.
Oh, I said Toddrick. What's your saving throw? As in you. What is your DC?
Yeah, it was 14. I'm sorry.
Fail.
That fails. That doesn't.
That doesn't. I'll take it.
10 damage. You got it. You take it. Boom. You just sort of whiff because you're getting blown by this wind, so you kind of go wide. But once you recover, you just jolt that pole arm out, and you hit him with the blunt end. Stewart,
I feel like we're doing something wrong.
Stewart, you have effectively staved off the wind and pushed this or attacked this guy more or less successfully. You do see, since you have been looking, you do see this one's edges blur a little bit. You're not sure what that means, but you don't see him as solidly as you did previously. Toddrick, it is your turn as orangutan.
Orangutan is going to cut concentration,
You feel everyone feels the wind die down.
and he's gonna and move right here and hit a multi attack on this feller and this feller.
So the
Actually,
one north of you and the one to the left.
Actually,
of you?
I want to do the 2 north. These guys.
Okay, you would know that the one to the right of you, north and right, up and right, that one roared, and it seems like every time one roars, it is easier to attack them.
Okay. I wish I knew how to make it roar. That'd be nice. So that's one in front of me.
Yep.
One to the right. Yeah.
Okay, so the one in front of you and the one to the left.
Yeah.
Okay, so
No. The two straight in front of me.
Okay, both hits.
Yeah. So that was one. That was the other.
So which one hits which one? So 9 for the one directly in
Nine.
front of you,
Yeah,
and
9 in
4
front of me.
to the
4
right.
to.
Cool. So boom.
And he's just gonna woo, and hit with like both fists at
I
the
like
same
it.
time.
I dig it. Numbers. Cool. So you just you punch out with your orangutan fists. The berserkers move back in now that your thing has died down. They all begin to surround Thorne. You're going to be able to get at least one opportunity attack. I'll let you pick which one it is as it leaves your range. 1, 2,
That'd be for
3,
Toddrick, yeah.
4, 5. Yep. Todrick, you get one of those two guys. I'll let you pick which one. Basically, the one directly below, Stewart, or the one down and to the right of Stewart. They moved out of your threat range. You can attack one of them.
Yeah, directly below.
Okay. 7 does not hit, but you do have 2 advantages.
No, I might as well use one.
Sure.
Screw it.
13 bludgeon damages. You hammer fist down on this guy. 12 damage. And you see like it just your fists kind of like phase through this ghost as it's walking away from you. And we'll do 3 attacks on Thorne. 17, 11, and an 8. 17 hits, Thorne?
Yeah, it meets.
Okay, so 17, this thing does slashes out at you again. 6 piercing damage, 6 slash damage with the spear. And it is your turn.
The one that hits her is going to get a reactionary attack from
that hits.
Guys, we haven't killed any of these things yet.
No, this is real bad.
Yeah.
Okay, you cleave into this one, and Thorne, as you see the glaive just sort of cut through this thing, you see that it's slower to reform, and again, you also see that its like edges are starting to blur. And if you thought a ghost looked weak, you might think this ghost looks weak.
Oh, I'm going after it.
Sure. 21 hits. 10 piercing damage. So as you just like slathering acid pouring out of your mouth, seeing red, you strike out with your spear, and as you do, you feel it pass weightlessly through this ghost. And all of you see all of the ghosts stop, and they begin to like shimmer, and then all of the ghosts just into the spear that Thorne is holding, and they seem to disappear inside of it. And they are gone.
Don't do that. Speaking of the noises, if you're gonna turn into animals, you can't make dad jokes about it. Like, Jesus.
Like how somehow Stewart understands all the animal voices he speaks in. Orangutan.
that is the best character duo ever.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, so all these ghosts seem just inside your spear and are gone.
She's just staring at the spear. She's gonna like turn it over and look at it from all the angles and
Yeah, so this spear looks like it is permanently covered in slick blood. The tip put about halfway down. However, touching it, you don't feel the blood. It doesn't come away in your hand. It just looks like it's constantly like dripping and oozing blood out of it. And the second half of what that card says, you now get that.
nice. So yeah, she likes it. She's just gonna spend a lot of time admiring it and posing with it, and I don't think she's really gonna pay attention to anything at this point.
Oh, also roll me 2d6.
All right.
So you all see the ghosts sort of disappear into the spear, and as you look back to Thorne, you see that like it doesn't seem like her wounds knitted closed, but some of them seem to be just stopping bleeding, and she seems to be recovering quicker than you would have thought of.
I like it. Mine now.
And
Turns and glares at both of them. Like, it's mine.
What he said.
How big is an ape? It's a medium creature, right? So it's about the same size as Toddrick was originally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Between the size of you and the size of Stewart, but in monkey form.
Okay.
Yeah. You might be a little wider, longer arms, shorter
Oh
legs.
yeah. On a personal note, I'm just gonna stay as the monkey for a while.
Forever. Yeah.
Just
Our negotiator is now a
Is
monkey.
now an ape. Yeah. So you guys are surrounded by half crumbled down cairns around you, all of which have just mummified remains of what you assume to be barbarians inside of them. And you are holding a spear that is covered in seemingly endless amounts of blood, Thorne, as you come down from your rage.
I have a better name. Sorry.
This is the greatest.
What is your better name?
Gorillasaur. Toddrick Gorillasaur.
Orangutan Gorillasaur.
Oh, no.
I can hear Frank's muted laugh in the background. It's
Through my
beautiful.
microphone. It's great.
Yeah.
So the gods decided to kill you.
Can I was gonna say, can I die?
Yeah.
Cool.
So you guys are standing on this pathway, halfway between the bottom of the hill and top of the hill, with a Toddrick ape and a brand new bloody spear. What are you guys doing?
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
so
you gotta find the seed. I came, and then I heard a guy talking, and he said I could have really cool spear, but I had to prove it that I could have it, so I did, and now I have it, and it's mine. So we gotta
great.
find it now.
Yeah, no, that's real good. We were there.
Heard the guy.
No, that's real weird. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you remember the last time we were messing with ghosts? And you were a ghost and I was a ghost.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And these were ghosts and now they're in your spear.
Yeah, but they're warriors. It's different. You wouldn't understand.
I was with you for a minute there.
She's grinning. She's fucking with you.
No, okay, you know, I hate this place still. I hate that spear. I kind of hate all of you.
It's awesome.
I hate the way you smell right now.
It does.
Yeah. Tell it to somebody else, buddy. Okay, let's go up this hill because we came for a fucking seed, not a spear. There's probably druids, and we're all gonna die. But you're the only one who got hurt, so we're probably good.
I'm fine.
Yeah. Where's Nanny? Is she like passed out in a bush back there? She good?
She didn't come with you. She's at the winery still.
Oh, okay.
She wasn't feeling herself. Also,
Okay.
she might have the hot for the old guy.
It just occurred to me. Well, yeah. Now, I mean, they're doing that threesome cycle thing.
Mhm.
So Toddy had both, and now they have to have each other. And watch him argue. He's a monkey. I think Stewart's just gonna like kind of facepalm for a minute, realize the situation he's in, and just turn around and start heading back up. Well, at the same time, trying to count how many cairns he can see and how long it took them to take out 6.
You took out one.
Well, yeah, but, 6 disappeared.
Yeah, there are like dozens.
This
And
is so bad
dozens.
and so dumb.
There are dozens and dozens of these things.
Oh, come on. Anyone who's here knows we're here.
So you begin to make your way up to the top of this thing. Are you walking right to the top of this circle?
Yeah, I just didn't want to rush in.
Sure. So as you make your way to the top of the hill, you see a wide ring of black boulders and smaller rocks that collectively form a makeshift wall that you kind of saw earlier. As you get closer, you see that it's about 5 to 10 feet high in some spots, so sometimes it can provide pretty decent cover. But as you walk up to the wall, you see that it just basically encloses a big field of dead grass. The most concerning thing you see, however, is that there's a 50-foot statue in the middle of it, completely made of wood. It looks like it's made of like woven twigs and packed with like black earth. This resembles a towering man. And as you're taking time to admire this statue, you hear and a crack of lightning strikes the wall. And then a few seconds later, another crack of lightning strikes the wall. This seems to happen frequently.
That's weird.
Yeah, no, that's not normal.
Yeah, Todd's just gonna be freaking out.
That's all you got? Really? The magic man. What am I getting from this statue? Like, does it seem to depict anyone in particular, or is it kind of an
the circle or are you outside
effigy?
the circle?
Stewart don't give a damn anymore. Yeah, he's in the circle.
Okay. Another strikes the ring of the circle. It doesn't seem to affect the path, just the stones. You sort of pick that up after a while. Yeah, so you make your way inside this ring. Again, all dead grass around it. And roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Can I also
Eventually.
You may. If you're looking at the statue, you may also roll a perception check. Okay.
Ooh.
So you're just distraught about everything that's happening. You really don't want to be here at all, Stewart. So you're just sort of taking over the Thorne role, where you're sort of whining about the things you don't want to do. Maybe you're a little hungry. Nanny didn't cook you breakfast. Your friend's a monkey. You didn't get a cool spear. You have a sword with a stick.
Still so concussed.
Yeah, you're super concussed, a little dizzy. But Thorne, you see that there is a 50-foot statue, like I said, made of wood. You want to use advantage? You've got a couple of them.
Yeah.
Learn all the things and be able to tell no one about them. I love it.
Okay. So Thorne, you see this 50-foot statue. It appears to be a cloaked man. That's what you can tell from where you are. And coming from its chest, you see a dim green glow. Toddrick, you see... Had to see that coming. You had to see that coming. You see the same things. You see the same things. It looks like a tall, cloaked man. However, with your keen, apish eyes, you see that its teeth are bared and appear to be fangs. And you can roll me a Constitution saving throw. Interesting. So you see this thing, and you do not pass out like you have done so many times before. However, you are like, and then everyone sees you just sort of stand still and like look at this thing, and you are struck with not so much a fear, but an understanding that this is an effigy of the devil Strahd, a fang-toothed man in a cape. You also can't help but notice that gnarled vines and roots stick out of the ground and latch on to the feet of this effigy and sort of weave their way inside and seem to go deeper into the ground. You feel drawn to the humming green pulsing energy in its chest, and as you just sort of stare into this, you can feel around you that there is something happening. You can feel that there are spells being woven in the immediate area. You feel somehow connected to this statue, and that this statue is connected to some other place somewhere else in the immediate area, and something bad is going to happen soon. But you're a monkey, so...
Yeah. I'm gonna relay all this to Stewart. No. I'm going to monkey panic and throw a rock at it.
At the statue.
At the statue.
Yep, you just sort of grab it, and it smashes the rock. It smashes the thing. Roll me attack. Roll me damage. Okay, you just sort of throw it again, and you see like pieces of the tree, but the wood, splinter off and fall to the ground.
Yeah, and he's just gonna be like freaking out, trying to like the freak out that says, "Please don't go near this thing."
Okay. She'll back out of the ring.
What are you trying to say, boy?
What's that? Timmy fell in the well?
God dang it. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna turn. Okay, I'm gonna stop being a monkey now.
Okay.
And I'm pretty much gonna tell him like this is yeah, pretty much everything you said. Woven magic somewhere else is bad statue. Oh no.
Wait, if you threw a rock at that, does that mean that Strahd felt you throw the rock?
I don't think that's how it works, but
Oh,
then again, you have got ghosts living in your spears. So, you never know.
okay, but we need the seed.
Yeah.
That's where they took it, right?
Yeah, and
So where is it?
I don't know. Maybe you should break the statue open and see if the seed is there.
You said not to go near it.
I just said to be careful. I just wanted you guys not to go near it until I had the chance to say goodbye.
Uh-huh.
She didn't even catch that.
No.
Thorne, don't smash the statue. He's kidding, please.
I'm gonna go around behind it.
Mm-hmm.
This is behind it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Flank the statue.
Yep.
And yeah. And I just want to have a look at it from here. Just to
Okay,
see
you're outside the ring. The rest of you are inside the ring, right?
I'm outside. No, we're outside.
Oh, you're all outside?
Yeah, we all.
I was.
He was monkey gesturing to get out. So
Okay,
I think
gotcha.
Yeah.
So you're all outside. So you're looking behind the statue. What are you looking for, Thorne?
I'm just seeing if like the seed is in it. Or-
You can't see anything. This looks like it's like completely woven, like a wicker, basically.
Yeah.
But you can see there's a green light emanating from the chest. You can't see what's causing that green light.
No. Okay. I don't know. What? Yeah, we gotta find this seed. Sort of the point of us coming here. So. I guess she'll.
Another crack of lightning.
What's with the lightning? It's weird. Just gonna like walk around the circle and just look at it. See if there's anything like any.
As you walk around the backside, you see a small forest down there. A small copse of trees.
There's this forest.
Another 2 cracks of lightning.
She'll stand on the other side and
Just shout across.
Yeah.
Yep.
Guys, there's a forest.
More lightning cracks down.
Let's go.
Anyone can roll me perception if they're so inclined.
I would like to.
I don't trust anything Thorne has plans for, so. But of course, I don't know any better.
Toddrick, are you inclined? Toddrick, you with your small human brain, you.
I rolled it on the human one. I just had it set to it.
You are fairly certain that the timing of these lightning strikes has increased. They are coming more frequently.
pointing before us.
I'm trying to figure out if these are there, if it's summoning something, if with the like. Yeah. Stewie, they're getting faster.
All right.
I don't know what it means. Either something's coming or something's cooking, which means something's probably coming. I don't know. It's all a lot.
And we haven't seen any druids.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is a bum lead. We should just, maybe go down the hill and
We keep gesturing wildly to the forest.
From 60 feet away, you just see like Thorne gesticulate wildly.
I mean,
you remember the signal?
I think something's happening underneath this hill. I feel like, I don't know. The statue gives me the heebies and the jeebies.
I feel it. What do we do about it?
I don't know. I think for the time being,
No,
let's
you know what? You know what?
What?
I think I can do this time.
Okay.
Stewart's going to get back in the circle
Okay.
and get up to the base of the statue
Mm-hmm.
and do something real stupid.
I always gonna touch it.
Yeah, I'm going to touch it too.
Thorne, you are excited when you see Stewart, the sensible one, seem to walk through the circle towards you, but then he stops in front of the statue and begins to do something. The statue immediately fails that and is immediately not pushed anywhere. You see that it like creaks and then falls back directly into place. And that's when you notice the roots in the ground are seeming to tie it to its one location. You do, however, deal some damage as sticks begin to fall off this thing.
Oh, man, they did it so much better.
What are you doing? Get out of there. The forest. That's where druids are. Let's go.
Okay, Toddrick.
There's a forest. That's where druids are. This is logical.
That is logical. Yep.
It's so logical. I think I made the statue mad. Toddrick, come on.
And Toddrick's gonna go, okay.
And as soon as you get to there, you see as more and more lightning strikes the ground. And everyone roll me perception.
Cool.
Yeah.
Perfect. So you say, Toddrick, I think I messed up. I gotta go. And you immediately look down and start running. And you see Toddrick do the same thing and look down. And you see more lightning strikes. And you both of you are just looking down and running, just trying to pretend you don't see anything that's happening to get away from this ring of stone, rather. Thorne, you happen to look back. Like, what are you doing? As you see, and basically the entire ring is now being struck with lightning. And in the middle of the ring, you see one massive bolt just hit the ground, and you see the ground, this dead grass, begins to like smolder. And as the smoke sort of starts to siphon up, you see that it smolders in an almost perfect circle, and you see rising from this near perfect circle, and the smell of brimstone and sulfur hits your nostrils. As you see this begin to come into view. Let me just get that out of the way. No, stop. Get out of the way. As you see this start to come into view, and this on top of it. Boom. You see a massive black horse, tail of flame, hooves of flame, eyes of flame, and mane just... atop which is a nobleman in finery and red plate armor. who haughtily sits on top and looks out to all of you.
Enjoy your
and says,
stay.
So, you came for the ritual as well. as he begins to slowly canter past you all.
I think this horse is the most metal fucking thing I've ever seen.
Yep.
I want it.
He begins to slowly walk past you, as if you were insignificant. And he is headed towards the forest.
I told you.
Is this guy familiar?
Yeah. He looks exactly like the guy who came out of a bat in the church. He looks strikingly similar to the statue in front of you, and strikingly similar to the statue you found in the basement of Death House.
That's the guy that was a bat.
Yeah.
Like him.
Yeah, no.
Go to the forest.
But he does have a sweet horse.
Yes. Oh, I want the horse.
He came out of the lightning.
Yep.
Oh, that's why. That's the only reason that she hasn't,
Because you're pretty sure if you attack him, he's not going to give you his horse. So, solid.
She'll just stomp angrily after him.
Yeah, he almost like beckons you towards the forest, as if your presence there means so little to him.
Toddrick's going to want to have a powwow.
Yep.
And he's pretty much going to say, so, do we do this or do we not do this? I mean, that's like literally the devil of this place. So,
The man who came out of the lightning and could turn into a bat. Do you think we can just leave if he wants us to go? Because I'm kind of having my doubts here.
yeah, I don't know what the festival, or not the festival, the ritual is, and I don't want it to change me into anything, I mean, I know I change into stuff, okay, before you see it, I know that, but like something I don't want to change into.
Well, this guy is terrorizing everybody. To go and find out what he's doing. He could probably kick our asses. So,
Okay, a little bit of recon, eh?
yeah,
Yeah, we can do something. Yeah, I like that.
yeah.
It
I
just-
really, 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 really want to put my spear in his eye. But
Let's not do that. No.
I'm gonna think about it a lot.
No, that's good. Just keep those thoughts in here. Just
Happy thoughts.
happy face spearing thoughts. If that's what makes you happy, thinking about spearing so in the face, then please keep that there. Don't do it. Don't act upon these thoughts. They're not natural yet.
Okay. Let's go then. And then she'll go stomp off behind me.
Okay. As you guys stomp down there, you see a sickly copse, a grove of dead trees and shrubs, with a huge misshapen tree at its core. How close do you guys get?
She would probably just sort of come to the edge of the clearing.
Okay.
Thinking like,
Enjoy your stay.
You see that the flaming horse and the man atop it is inside. And everyone roll me perception.
oh yes.
Yep, that's a good one. Yep. So you all hear rhythmic chanting coming from inside this thing. Thorne and Stewart, you see small stick things moving around the base of the trees, and you see vines sort of like slithering from tree to tree. You identify these as similar creatures to what you fought inside the winery. Toddrick, you uniquely understand the chanting that's happening here as you speak Druidic. And there are voices of which you can only assume are druids, are chanting some kind of ritual that would awaken something.
But I don't know what the something is.
You do not. Also, Thorne, you see that this giant tree is the most metal tree you've seen in your life. It looks like sap is oozing from the tree, except from where you're angled, it looks like blood red sap.
Nice.
And you can see that there's a shiny battle axe just buried into the tree, beneath which is a mangled humanoid-looking skeleton. And that's what you see.
That's so badass.
Yeah. Actually, you rolled a nat 20. And you see in its branches, seemingly strung there by vines, are 3 hanging corpses.
3.
Mm-hmm.
Did they look familiar at all?
They do not. They just look super dead.
Like old corpses?
No. They look like they still have their skin on them.
Okay. Okay.
Enjoy your stay.
She'll point them out to everybody else. Be like, damn. Trees. Awesome.
Guys, look at this rad tree. Everyone's like, not rad. Not a rad tree.
Not rat at all.
This is the opposite of rad. This tree is terrifying. It's a monster tree.
That is awesome to her. She is a terrifying monster.
That's true.
I kind of want that axe. I have a shiny spear. No, but I don't want the spear to get jealous.
You're the worst.
So yeah, she's gonna kind of wait on the edge of because she wants to be able to see.
Yep.
She knows she's high, so she's just gonna. But she's not gonna be right there.
Yeah.
So I don't know where he's gonna stand. You said he was sort of more in the middle.
Yeah. So this Strahd being is in the middle. Hold on. It's so hard to grab people on this map. Nope, not that one. Is everyone so tiny? There we go. He's in the middle. Sort of looking on his horse, looking over this tree.
Okay. So there's corpses,
Mm-hmm.
axe, skeleton,
Yep.
and chanting.
And chanting.
I'm gonna assume blood sacrifice or something. Blood sacrifice never goes well.
That's true.
Yeah.
Or at least it rarely goes well.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them that. Guys, I think all the dead people are like a sacrifice. It's probably, I don't know, a demon or something. That's bad. Very bad. What do we do?
It's a good question.
It'll waken something up.
Yeah, I kind of feel like we don't want to be here when it wakes up.
But we're supposed to get the seed.
Huh?
Do I see the seed anywhere?
You do not.
If I turn around and look back at this form back here,
Yep.
what does it look like now?
It still looks like the same, like a man, like a 50-foot tall man standing there.
Is it still glowing?
It is still glowing.
I'll point it out. Say it's still glowing. You guys think maybe that's the seed?
Toddrick, you hear the chanting is getting faster.
It's gonna happen.
So
The breathing's getting heavier. We need to. There's things coming.
we gotta
We need
run,
to stop it.
or are we gonna?
How do we stop fucking Strahd?
Toddrick, roll me a Constitution saving throw. You feel drawn towards the tree. Not like forcibly. You just feel like, look at that tree.
Which tree?
The big, giant, nasty-looking tree.
I'm gonna get closer to it.
Mm-hmm. The
Not
closer
gonna-
you get, the more powerful the urge is.
Oh,
As you start to walk forward, it feels comfortable as you're walking towards this thing. As you feel a pull from your, I assume, your hand.
yeah. I'm going to tell Stewart. I'm just gonna go check it out. I'll be right here. Don't worry about me.
Dude.
And he's gonna try to walk towards the tree.
Stewart, do you stop him? Thorne, do you stop him?
I don't stop him. I will follow a little ways behind.
Anything seem off about the way he was? It just seemed like Toddrick to me.
Thorne, I think he's talking to you.
No.
Oh, you're
No.
rolling insight.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem compelled, and you've had a few bouts with possession. He doesn't seem possessed. He does seem confused, and like he really wants to go to that tree and see what's up with it.
Don't worry about you. You know I'm at your back, Toddrick. God damn you.
So you're all approaching this tree.
Stewart's going to hell with his buddy.
Alrighty, that's good. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
Companionship.
Yeah, can't again, and there might be a good fight.
That's true.
He has an opportunity to look super metal. So
Yeah, totally thought I was muted there. Sorry.
That's okay. Yes, she did. Because she's not here, I'm just going to assume that's what she would have done. So yes, she did. So as you stroll into this clearing, you see, like in the trees, and sort of every once in a while they dart out and then back in this like weird, lucid dance, are just a series of druids singing and chanting in druidic as they are all encircling this massive tree. That has, again, now you see it. There's like, it looks like blood is dripping from it. All of its branches are black. Think like Hexus from Ferngully. This black gnarled tree. You see this axe embedded into it. A corpse is at the base of it, and vines string up 3 more humanoid figures by the neck in this tree. And you see Strahd is just sort of circling it on his horse, watching the druids dart in and out and singing their weird druidic hymn. Toddrick, you feel like you desire to be close and or join in their chant. You know the words.
Toddrick's
Everybody.
Toxic love.
No. I don't want to. Like, I feel like I want to try to keep myself from.
You can, yeah. You're not compelled to do
Enjoy
it.
your
You just
stay.
feel like you want to join in. So if you choose to join in, you choose to join in. If you don't, if you choose to resist it, that's also fine.
I'm gonna choose to resist it, but but he's gonna be like the guy that's at a party with a bunch of people, but the music he likes is playing, but he doesn't want to act a fool, so
Yeah.
instead of dancing, he's just kind of like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, like you can see like his shoulder move in the same kind of way they are moving on the dance. And you're doing that thing when you sing the words in your head and your mouth moves, but you're not actually saying the words. But yeah, you just feel like you want to join in. You feel like you want to be part of whatever they're doing with this tree. You feel like this tree is a good place to be. The rest of you just see Toddrick behaving awkwardly. Not himself, because he's fairly awkward most of the time.
Yeah.
But you do see Strahd just looking and just smiles at him as he rounds the tree over and over again.
So, this is pretty cool.
I don't like it. I don't get it.
Just get. We like what you're doing here. What's like, you know?
Oh, what is this? And he motions towards the massive tree.
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal, obviously, right? So
It's quite a big deal. This is the Gulthias tree. Its roots burrow deep between worlds. And these minions, and he motions towards the dancing, corrupt druids in their rat and squirrel built, leathers. These are puppets on a string. And he points towards Toddrick, and you see Toddrick is like bobbing his head and mouthing words.
Stewart probably like elbows him. Puppets, fuck.
He says, I'm
Enjoy
impressed
your
that you came
stay.
to watch the ceremony. I didn't think you would be interested.
Oh yeah, we're all about the ceremony.
Oh yeah. It's definitely a nice decor.
He's a druid.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Yeah.
Your elderly friend was curious as well.
Wait, which one? The man or the woman?
No, the woman delving into
I don't think there's so
mysterious
much
spell
curiosity.
books.
Oh, right.
How is she?
She's old and crazy.
Probably evil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's still all right.
Hey, who are the
For
dead?
now.
Who are the dead people?
God damn it.
There are many dead people in this land. Whom do you
Those
speak?
guys. He's like pointing at the corpses on the tree.
No, he rounds the thing again. Every time he just like clip clop, and he just looks at you and then rotates and keeps looking at you the whole time. And he motions towards the axe in the tree and says, "These are men who try to take what belongs to me in my lands.
What's your lands?
Everything you see. Barovia is my land,
Why is it yours?
because I have conquered it and made it my own."
Dawn.
Hmm.
No.
She's just doing that. She's just grunting now.
The chanting
Yeah.
gets louder and faster.
Mr.
Strahd.
Can I call you Strahd? Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I know this is going to be hard for you to, I don't know, give us like a straight answer without being super vague. What you see there is this seed that we were kind of hoping we would find here. It's about yay big. And, seeing as how you've apparently got something going on here, just thought maybe we could find it and we'd be on our way if that wasn't too much, trouble.
Oh. Yes, of course. I don't see why not. You would like the seed that is in my possession.
I really expect you to be like, oh, how much trouble is it worth? Some fucking weird airy ass answer.
Yes, you would like the seed in my possession.
Oh, do you have the seed?
Well, yes.
Well, I mean, we obviously wouldn't want to take what's yours.
Well,
Yeah,
you've seen how
of
that
course.
works before, and he motions back towards the
Yeah.
corpses.
Well, yeah, exactly. See, we're not here to take anything. If it's something that we could ask you for as a gift, maybe.
He stops the horse and slides out of the saddle, and it sort of like whinnies and paws its flaming hoof at the ground, and steps over to you.
With the devil.
He steps over to you and says,
Staring at the horse.
"You're just staring at the horse, just right past him."
I want that horse so bad.
He walks over to you, and just like before, he condescendingly like squats down, and he says, "You remind me of someone."
Yeah, I get that a lot. I have one of those faces, We all look alike, with the beard and the undercut and everything. It's
Yeah, no, he really does. Everywhere we go, I see
yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's not that.
I was really hoping it was.
Yeah, I bet. However, I'll make a deal with you. You bring the girl to my castle, and you can have whatever you like.
Deal.
Family, friends. And he looks to Stewart.
He's just gonna like, as he's looking, he's gonna be like, no, I know. Yeah, I said deal.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have to keep enticing us. We get it. Yeah, no.
And he like stands and says, "And passage home."
Then he's gonna turn to Stewart and be like, the first guy to acknowledge the fact that we are not where we need to be is the big bad guy. This is ridiculous.
He says, "Well, you can meet me at my castle with the girl, or you can look there for your seed." And as he points, and as your eyes start to follow his hand back up the hill, where he's pointing towards the circle of stones, you see all of the druids in your peripherals step out of the woods, and each one raises a dagger and drags it across their throat. And you feel that same desire, Toddrick. You can fight it off, but you feel like the pull to join in this sacrifice. As all of them slump, their knees hit the ground, with these sinister sneers on their face as they just plummet forward. You see all of the blood start to pool towards this Gulthias tree, and it begins to soak up the tree. And as you guys are sort of mesmerized by what's happening, you see that Strahd is still pointing towards the circle, and you hear and a resounding crack echoes through this hill, the sound of wood splintering.
I'm gonna turn around and look at that.
You see, are you looking at the up the hill?
Yeah.
Okay. You see, so anyone looking up the hill sees this 50-foot statue of wood and Strahd just sort of crack, and like vines protrude from it, and like branches sprout out of it, and you see one of its feet just go and tear from the ground and just sort of pick itself up and just wrench its arms free, and you see like brittle just pieces of wood snap out of it, and like brambles and branches start to grow out of it as it just down the hill where you guys came from towards the winery.
We should do something about that.
We couldn't kill it when it was inanimate and not full of a bunch of druids.
Alright, so he's gonna look at Strahd and be like, you know what, you're kind of an asshole.
The deal is still on the table.
The deal, yeah, that's the seed. We're gonna have to go kill that thing for the frickin' seed.
No, I told you, bring me the girl to my castle, and you can leave.
But she
With
doesn't want to go to your castle.
No, we need the seed now, mate.
Yeah, but
I can't. Yeah, no, she's not gonna have a problem with it, don't worry. And but we need the seed now. I can't wait 3 days to make it all the way to your castle and go get the girl and come back and do all this stuff. We need the seed now, mate.
He squats back down to you, and he leans in real, like, uncomfortably close. And you feel, like, a coldness around him. And you feel like his black eyes just, like, pierce into yours. And he says, "Don't make the same mistakes your parents made. Take the deal and go home."
Okay. But no, he's so I don't okay, just real quick. I'm trying to get the seed like right now.
Mm-hmm.
He wants me to take the girl to the castle to get the seed to leave. But
No, he
in the
doesn't. He
meantime,
doesn't want you to have the seed. He's not going to give you the seed. He wants you to bring him the girl, and he'll give you riches, fame, glory, or home. You can leave and just go home, back to
Okay,
where
but
things are normal and not everything's trying to kill you.
I want this.
He told you where you can get the seed. By
Yeah,
killing that
we
monster.
have killed the monster thing.
Mm-hmm. He said, you can bring the girl to my castle, and I'll give you whatever you want, whatever you desire,
Oh.
or you can get that seed right there.
Well, I'm gonna. Can we pencil this decision in for another day? Because I really need to go get that seed. Yeah.
The offer won't be available forever.
Okay, just not asking for it to be available forever. Just kind of asking for it to be available for another couple days.
We'll see how you feel after the festival. And he places a hand on your shoulder as he stands, and you just feel this like cold energy. And he turns on his heel and walks back to his horse and mounts and begins to slowly canter towards the top of the hill, away from all of you.
I'm making a lot of slow growling noises.
Yep.
And I love that horse.
I'm gonna turn to Stewart and be like, yeah, needs more pants again.
Yeah, somehow you managed to shit mine too. I fucking hate that guy.
I do too. I wanted to just soak him in the face, but then another part of me wanted to kiss him, and I don't know. He's
Wait.
What?
How old do you think he is? Because he looks good.
God damn. Oh, jeez Louise.
Okay, go. Fine, let's go.
And you still hear...
Yeah, no, we definitely got to deal with that. We just saved all those people,
Yeah.
and now it's headed towards the winery, right?
It seems it's heading down the path you came up from the winery, and the only thing you know that's there is the winery.
Yeah.
Well, looks like we're gonna have to go do that. We're gonna handle that. I'm gonna take the Goliath staff out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna throw it back at the tree.
You gonna throw it back at the tree? Okay. Like, aggressively? Like you don't want the staff anymore?
Yeah,
Okay.
like...
Okay, so you do. You just you throw it at the tree, and you see the same sort of weepy blood sap that's on this staff. Sort of like it like sickly hits the tree, and you can roll me a wisdom saving throw.
I can?
You can.
I'm good.
No, you got it. Okay, you're fine. You feel like your knee, as soon as you see this happen, like it hits the tree, and for a second you feel your knees start to buckle, but you know, no, I made a decision. And as you're reconfirming your decision, you see that the tree begins to absorb the staff back into it. And where it just sort of like seeps in, more of the sticky blood sap just sort of oozes over where the staff was.
Well, he's gonna look over at Stewart. Oh, that was a little bit difficult. Yeah. Just not realizing how awkwardly connected to that staff he was.
You good? It was just a stick.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Until I was really compelled to cut my own throat out. Yeah. So,
Oh, fuck, buddy, let's. Yeah, no, let's go get a seed. Thorne, want to kill something?
Yes.
Oh my God.
yes! She, like, you say that, she's already like 30 feet ahead of us. Yeah!
She's following the horse. Yeah, so you hear this thing just pounding up the hill. And whoever is first in your line of people, you get there just in time to see more of these lightning bolts hit this stone circle as the nightmare reaches the center of the circle and begins sinking into that perfect circle of brimstone and charred grass as it seeps in. And you just see Strahd look back at you and say, "The offer still stands."
I give him the finger.
He smiles at it as he sinks below.
Oh,
And then you hear
We'll consider it.
echo over the hilltop. I'll see you
Word
at
of our
the
community's
festival.
acclaim spreads.
As he, and then just more lightning. And now that the lightning and smoke clears, you can see walking down the hill is this massive tree monster that is just.
Yeah. I'm going for that thing. I'm going right for it.
Okay. No one grabbed that axe out of the tree, huh?
Oh
Okay.
shit!
That's okay. I'm sure Toddrick is still there weeping.
I don't recall you even saying anything about an axe in the tree.
There was an axe in the tree and a body right beneath it.
Which
Take the axe.
the Guthias one?
Yep.
Okay, I'm not getting near that freaking Guthias one.
I'm not now either.
Yep. That's fair. So yeah, you see this happen as this thing is slowly lumbering down the hill. Are all of you guys giving chase to it?
I should get that axe.
Do you double back and grab the axe?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like she's like,
Can't leave it behind. Yeah.
So yeah, so you are all charging forward, and then you see like Thorne stop, and then turn around and run back down the hill, and then you hear grunts as she's like trying to grab this axe out of the tree. The axe does come loose, and you are able to take this axe, Thorne. And as you rejoin your friends, let's say you guys are like over here. As you rejoin your terrified friends, you see that this tree monstrosity has made its way down to these cairns and is just smashing through them. Every time it smashes through one of them, you see vines just sort of leap out of it and wrap around the corpses that are inside these stone cairns, and then it just smashes another one and more vines, and then you see these corpses begin to slowly raise up into the branches of this thing, and now this thing has just dozens of corpses hanging from its branches as it just.
Oh, I don't like this. This is disrespecting.
It is.
I just want you guys to know that I don't have any more spells. So.
And that's where we end tonight's session. And that forefront raid on the forefront there, that was a perfect timing raid because I have been lazy and busy with TwitchCon and forgot to announce that you are the winner of our Hex Chest giveaway, which I don't have on me right now. I'm a liar. You win one of these sweet, sweet objects of your desire. You win a sweet custom Hex Chest from our friends at Elderwood Games for all of your sexy dice inside this little hive box with our super rad logo on it. So I will slide them in your DMs for an address for where to send this cool piece of artwork. Yeah, guys. So that was episode 12 of this game, improperly titled Festival of the Blazing Sun, because that's what they said they were going, and they didn't go there at all. So let's go around the table, introduce yourselves and your characters, and tell me what you guys thought about this game. Frags, you had a lot of drama and things happen today. How are you feeling about that? And who are you?
Oh man, I almost didn't know how to handle that. I'm KW Frags, aka Orangutan Gorillasaur. Play Toddrick Elasaur, the Dwarven Druid, or maybe just a small human. I'm not sure yet. And yeah, apparently I accidentally made a lot of my backstory fairly relevant to this, and it's all coming out in the wash right now. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I enjoy what's happening right now. I honestly didn't think that going and fetching the seed was going to be that big of a deal, but apparently it was a much bigger deal than I think any of us kind of anticipated. We're like, oh, we'll just go punch some druids in the face and grab a big old football seed.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Met Strahd again. Have to fight a corpse-eating tree monster, and yeah, so our bad.
I'm glad this happened to you guys. Thorne, you had a relatively good day. You got to kill some stuff. You got a sweet spear and a new axe. So how are you feeling?
Well, more hit points wouldn't go amiss. That's for sure. Definitely going to be hoping for that special property of the spear quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy
Right
your
now, 'cause I'm
stay.
gonna need it. Because I think this tree is going to be really, really hard.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy.
No,
That's for sure.
no. And, yeah, healing. And that's just
Yeah, I'm out.
fine. We'll be fine.
Yeah, you guys will be fine. You're level 4 now.
Exactly.
What's the worst that could happen? Stewart, you had a mixed bag. You thought your friend went crazy. You thought your other friend went crazy. There might be a threesome happening. There's like a love triangle. You didn't get anything cool, but you also didn't get hurt a lot. So you remained fairly neutral all around.
Well, I'm fairly certain at this point that it's not my friends that are going crazy. It's clearly me.
Mm-hmm.
And the best plan is probably just grab this girl and feed him to the vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seems like a good plan. Seems like a pretty good plan.
Yeah.
So who are you, Bitters, and where can we find you?
Yeah, I'm Mr. Bitters. I hate everything. You can find me here. When I'm not here, I'm here. The only exception actually is tomorrow night. I play over on the Kitten Hugs channel,
Mm-hmm.
and
Sweet deal. So, guys, this was episode 12 of Curse of Strahd. If you like what you saw here, I know that you guys just joined in for a last-minute raid. Hit that follow button. Join our Discord. Join the conversation. And we'll be back tomorrow with Blades in the Dark. We'll be back on Thursday with Havoc in the Hinterlands. We're back on Saturday with a 12-hour charity stream. All horror games. We have some Tales from the Loop, spooky children's Halloween episode. We have some Call of Cthulhu. We have some more Blades in the Dark. And we have some Wild West Call of Cthulhu. So definitely check that out. It's going to be awesome. And then on Sunday, we have episode 2 of our brand new Swedish Simba Room game, which is blowing up on the YouTubes right now. If you haven't seen it, it's already at like 100 and some odd views. So go check that out. For some reason, it's apparently popular. Cool new system. I'm really enjoying trying it out. And they're currently in a Kickstarter right now. So check that out. Simba Room on Kickstarter. And for now, we're going to go raid our friend's Video Store Cowboy over on his channel. He's currently playing some Blades in the Dark 6 and 20, The Void. His own channel there. So from all of us to you guys, we'll see you in a little bit over there on that channel. Bye bye.